is not to generate debate. I would want to remind the House that these are national heroes. Some are on our side, some are on their side. So let us be mindful how we react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that a statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Papa Kunipa.
Let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Papa Kunipa.
Who can come say Dweketa, as I Dweketa and come to be a free, as why would you mean a Dweketa? And I only foundation, we say, oh, TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation, at the foundation,
so I see no your mates, so I'm a bad driver.
Oh, mate, dear, we are mate on our control driver. Oh. Who now control driver? I say, what do you mate? Oh, mate to be on a control driver. So what I say, mate to the control driver. There's that time I can tell we are mate. Oh, a horse, oh, be share or mobile sell baby. One more, one mamma. But I do so pay. And one day, what baby chase come at Santa? A don't form man. Ah, 3 billion, so they are blessed with don't form man, so we need to flee. Are they? And so how she one more who is our chairman? Oh, we are tired to cover the Janina or Mate. There's a crabia baby, I am almost here. So as a crabia, then people blow queer for say, Obian Trinity, didn't want to.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer mine. I watch it. You will for Belgium, it was a Belgium, it was 2 Belgium, why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium, it was a Belgium, it was 2 Belgium, why you're why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're why round what? I watch it. Original. I will go for Belgium. I want me to Belgium. Where you mind don't crumba.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:20 p.m. It's definitely 9:20 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative. Yes, Mr. Pierre Harvard. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to show on the planet right now. We're live on TV. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. We are live on Facebook and also on radio. If you're watching me tonight, you can watch us live on Multi TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. You can watch the show live. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Our YouTube handle is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Also on radio, if you have an Android device or an Android phone, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Also, if you have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We're back again when it's Friday's Mixed Bag Day. Tonight, we'll be dealing with very, very important issues. We'll enter Parliament. We'll get out of Parliament. We will talk about John Dramani Mahama, his principles, sticking to his principles, and also sticking to his promise to Ghanaians. We have voted for John Mahama. Today is exactly 1 month since John Mahama became president of the Republic. He has stuck to his principles. He has stuck to the promises, and he is delivering. We will take our time to delve into the issues for every single person to have a clear understanding of what is going on. Bidin the Kevin Akobedu Taylor and the Friday. When it's Friday's Mixed Bag Day, and my back send me bejujan semu amagana for ajichich semu ati in yomebi ase ewo a year or minor ye bunum. Then you bring a year if you're the idea. Oh, ha, me with TV so, me with Facebook, me with YouTube, me with radio so, me with TikTok, and me with a year radio. All platforms able in your brain. So, also here on Facebook, so you bring or call Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. On sabe kind of Facebook and the Enyumbre, and also call YouTuber search for a year without your Loud Silence TV or YouTube Loud Silence TV or YouTube on sa ebe kanye. Yes, our live or a year TikTok Kevin Taylor _WADR and also live YouTube so search for Loud Silence TV and a Facebook Loud Silence TV and opesa uti or radio so or Android device call a Google Play Store that download the Loud Silence Radio. Also so good to Apple and our iOS or a holder called Apple App Store and download the Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Taylor. Ediame mame and papa de me Kevin Taylor. Omo mbo me chim domno. You're from the Ghost Team. Omo ena chichiren semono. Abon Paulo ediamame se mi medwudwum ema Ghana for enhu no kre no. And the ediana ekwoso Ghana minti yankofo bi kikansem. Inshallah. Inshallah. In some it will be well. Inshallah. I know we'll talk more, but people know what I talk about. And those guys don't text me. Don't text me, but inshallah. Oh, YouTuber, thank you very much. Oh, Facebooker, thank you very much. Why not YouTube or me? Why not TikTok or him? I make a hello share YouTube for no. And at TikTok for no. Konkon sabe na ekwaso amenti ya nipa bi ekansem edidi matam. Ebi mu kura se menya Ghana ni ene kura mpo de normal. Ebi mu se me black Lebanese sebio me papa ya Lebanese ni but me ya wo me no na me black boy ene so ho. Ena insem bebra ekwaso Ghana ni nyina so ya ade bia me ni gye ho. Nti anwumbre wo hwe me a me pese me hu se konkon sabe ene ekwaso the silly minority are still in action and the silly minority shirt no it's a customized shirt by Loud Silence Media. So we can sign. I will sign it officially. But the wedding is very, very expensive. So the ones that has been signed by Mia, you will see the signature in the words. But hey, I know people would love to have the silly minority shirt. It's also going to be around for people to buy. Into for life. Silly minority for no the silly minority tre attitude suban maybe ye and kasaye who said they are silly. Our next shirt in our system MFA was right. MFA was right, and so I'll bring that one out and you see another shirt very interesting shirt for and you see a training MFA was right. MFA has always been right and MFA will be right. In fact, the silly minority almost silliness and you bring the best in your time. I'll be exposing another prayer this evening. I'll be talking to Ghanaians about another prayer. The reason why after your marking any another prayer, they have an issue with oral. They be won't say more issue with oral over Parliament. Another prayer was very, very he becomes very nervous. He becomes very unsettled. He looks very jittery anytime yebeka a oral. And itina okuja to blakwa eko a year. You realize say after your marking sebi we are a year in sase only a foot to 40 windy by one size for 99 years, no, na the nearby year because almost through oral. And remember oral for information. And that information I expect to say a year, Mr. Kofi Boachi, Okujato Blakwa, Mr. Dumelevo, a year, Mr. Pebu, all the team we are part of oral. No, I will be giving you information tonight. I'll be following it up. I'll send you to a location to inspect and ask questions. And it's got to do with another prayer and then you bring. You see, the empty MOBA area, a Ghana and Sassine, a dying, a bind there. In Tenumbre, we'll be dealing with another prayer. Jimmy, Jimmy, Yabeka Wasem, but we have a lot of things to talk about. In Ocean in Umbre, Beniaje, and I'm very sure, say, Obia, so any Aje, say, Ocean in Umbre. On TikTok, no, Nipa saying, and Ocean in the Umbre. On TikTok, now I can see a year. Zainab watching me tonight. Good evening, Zainab. Also, Afi is live on TikTok. Mr. Tifa Baby watching me tonight. Also, Kevin Taylor 8 is also live on TikTok tonight. Mr. Mrs. Kotoko, NDC woman watching me tonight. Kofi Agenda is also watching me this evening. Albert Blinks live on TikTok tonight. You see F or something like that. Good evening. Savage is watching me on TikTok. Jess is live here. Prudence is also live on TikTok tonight. I can also see Miss Abanga Ba. You are also live on TikTok this evening. Emmanuel is watching me. Jess is back again. Emmanuel is back again. Tilly is also live tonight. Everlastic GH. Almost starting no. When I'm cooking, yeah. A man for the nurse for the teacher for some I unjilo na kufie. A year comrade is also live on Loud Talents TV. A year TikTok KT_WADR and any handle a year TikTok KT_WADR. Also mihu a year. I can also see a year. I can also see a year on Facebook, you know. I can see, on YouTube, you know. I can see a year. Bahilo watching me tonight. Emmanuel Tete is live on YouTube. Joseph is also watching me tonight. Claudia is live here. Frederick Johnson is live on YouTube. Emma is live here. Joseph is live here. Frederick Johnson is back again. Raina Yakubu is watching me. Ibrahim Bryan is watching me. Miro Lamte live on YouTube tonight. Also, Mihu Eye Mela watching me. James Gatso live on YouTube tonight. We have over 2,000 eyeballs live. We have been on air for 16 minutes. Thank you very much, YouTube. Mamisha Semehu Eye Nipaka Facebook and I'm hello chum. A day and a course of Ghana meant ya nippy be ekansem. Ujami qua. I okasa qua. In some Dawson. MPP for Mubli Pao. And I will advise them. They are really bleeding and it is looking like say they don't know what to talk about now. It's good for me. It's good for Ghanaians because abo damn your money inti wherever they are our party Niguno. I am so excited to say party Nigu because Omejimi they don't want to think, they don't want to reason. Inti I expect say baby Omono don't cut it. My advert another year. Don't cut it. Go to don'tcutit.com and go book your appointment. Don't cut it. DONCUTIT. Don't cut it. Don'tcutit.com. Go there on Sa Ebeka. don'tcutit.com. Nekoye appointment. Obemwaba any studio hall. No we try fine. Mr. S. Mr. P. Facebook is frozen. And then of course this year Ghana ni pebi kasa. TikTok for mo betwa me video mo screenshot me live kura na mo ye adena mo yesa me ye show me wie kura na ma start a screenshot na mo posti adena mo yesa ada TikTok the copyright beba come be di mo ma me pon show ni mpo mo ma me pon show ni bia ma rest no ma da baba me nim na nka mo twetwa na mo tonton di me na me t-show no so mo mu ade TikTok for me t-show no so na me mpon ye no me won sam ka no na mo twetwa inti mamba amundidi ana mamba chese mamba show no so a obi andidi the silly minority eno de koma obi Ekutie num niwra. And the silly minority Kasongo 99 kids are misbehaving in Parliament. Ediana Ekos is exactly 4:30 Ghana time now and 9:30 Ghana. Now assembly because assembly the last time we were on air. Now assembly na efa a year nurse for more school, any teacher for more school. Ghanaians, as simple as that. Obi eni abrochira aban bia ma obi alawa. Eni nti na gosi bro ni tumi chichire ne man. Se wako SS na watena se adwene ho bienu miensa aya wadwene se obekọ nursing training college. Obekọ teacher training college. Also tia se oni wawofo betena se akasa. Na waka achiro so person ko nursing training. Obeso ko teacher training. It is their responsibility to give you money to go to school. Fortunately for majority of you people, about person who nursing training, any teacher training, no. The NDC government, Mahama no, almost say, but first year tuition, befa. That means mo every and any public tertiary institution biya or Ghana no, polio, university, nursing training, no, teacher training, no, whatever a buy institution, no, the government of the day, but first year tuition, no, a buy say, but first year fees, no, obetia amamo. In the sender, no papa, and no mammy atenase. Na mo din komo na waka achrom say o pese okọ nursing training and teacher training na o say o papa na o ma meti ase say school na wokọ no o so mo feed you o mama o sika de ko school no because aban aye na sede in the first place we din kan po age o first semester and I say eye dey o first year no waje eye o fees no etua. Now aban na say another thing, another gesture. Aban say school na wokọ no o ma me no papa ema o sika o de beto aduane. So SS na wo boarding house no. Sebio yesi eye free SHS no kra mo kwa muta di eduane bi support eduane na mokodi wo school no. So it is not wrong for your parents to give you money to go to nursing training and teacher training. And there are two things aban na ye. Aban say first year obetua mo tuition na mo for free. And aban say why loan available ubetumi akwaje throughout your 3 or 4 years of tertiary education. Na odi ahwa wo hu school enti se oya Ghana ni na se wa ban eteso ama all these perks and I say all these things ama free loan kwaje udko school ni wie na se aban na nkasa oteso na answer create adwuma ama wa aban se loan ni mentua enti se oya Ghana ni nde na wo nursing training college or teacher training college na wa adwene ya wo se e wo se NDC aban no John Mahama Danwa Oma catch them for years say they are going to substitute Omo Babeyi alawa ifri ho no mu di loan abehye ho send ye beya sa alawa sika na ye de mamo no e wo se muni ene mo se e de mamo if you say omo ne ko share dem ko bu omo pa e de wo they can share the responsibility with government and into na ba brochira so who ko school aban no e be catch you say beji loan na fa hwe wo hu school. Na uwia na unye adwuma na aban na tete. It applies. In this end, nursing training college. Na se teacher training college. Na se unji ntumi se opese uji loan. Na wo de hwe ho school. Na John Mahama aban na ba omo ma wo alawa ma wundi a mesra uja school no kotene fie. It's simple. Monanfofo enem wo fanom enem sewa no mo begu abrochire UK, US. Every part of Europe. Obi eni wa betuma fa phone afra na ka chen se wo fa wo kwa abrochire no a wo ko school no aban ma walawa sister wife brother uncle obi eni abrochire obeka che se aban bi atam eye taxpayer sika ama student bi se ondi wo num abra aban no enya sa sika ne back bebi eni wiase e bi sa de ne wo enti se wo ti ase se aban pese obi more hospitals aban pese osi more schools. Teacher training and nursing training now one uwia enye phone mu na akoye nursing uwia teacher training na enye car lorry station and awukodi eye den teacher adwuma ho uye teacher di na uwie training college eye classroom and eye office eni say ubewie school na say udi alawasika na ede sika na ban emfa nkosi school ma won be kira de emaye ntua wo ka ema won beye oman papa ema sebi onipa ehu mbu. That means say so when you're ready, so say Abai needs to secure your future and that you don't need to be in the school you are in. just say you don't even understand school now, and you don't think about yourself and your future. And it's a politician be Facebook. Politician be radio so TV so catch that say NDC are buying a yalla way through her into Sebio NDC are buying a pewasma. Sa politician with Jimmy. Sa politician on pay we sa politician who level of thinking say why you know form or the way your politics. If you say school they watch over 4 years. And this our politician or catch us say alawani wa kokoto aba ma obumfu busa say after 4 years no say MPP for betna TV so no mo catch us say John Mahama and this no eyi alawe through ho enti sebio e wo say obufu abusa say alawa no a ewo ho no say wudi wie na uwie school na ehe na ukoye adwuma che ne say onkyere obebi a obokoye adwuma. And you see, one thing I like about John Mahama and this and say they have always stuck to the principles. They have always stuck to as some of from 2017 John Mahama catch Ghana for say. In fact, before 2016 elections, time John Mahama started see a cheap compounds over 3,000 around the country. Or see public hospitals, or see district hospitals, or see regional hospitals, and or catch Ghana for nursing training, any teacher training for say, may say CE blocks be Ghana, SC universities, upgrade the schools to the university level, amabaya a degree, send your beya, munyinamu PA free school, there will be jobs available. In 2014, John Mahama Kacham say, Sika ye dibesi a school, any hospital no, yen to me kofan abruchiri, yen to me kofan heaven, yen ye sika, sebio ye dibi said no, and then I was see ye be EDC schools. EDC hospitals na ye ma mu school no munyemu ekoye adwuma. It is ene John Mahama say ye ma wala wedi na sa alawa no emfaso emba so ma wonne na o option to go take loan na sa watwe no tintintin apa was scared as say won ti ase a fa wokwase park onyoma free nursing training college and a teacher training college na kofie nipa na o say wan obema walawa na wedi alawa no apa adwuma ba no ko nipa no ho no ma walawa ne di udi sala wanu ofie wi na udi sa nipa ni certificate akopa adwuma e wo nipa ni hospital. Enti se politician bia betena TV so e ka kira wo say NDC eye alawe fru aka say an we yi alawe fru ama me loan if you say NDC for person me nya adwuma after school. I na modwin say 4 years na wa. I na modwin say 3 years no e wa e beba na nsen ya. And omo amuhu omo ofia mo so me asansafo omo ko school a omo nya adwuma anya no, it is because of alawa ye de mo a aban entumi anya sika NC hospitals any schools omo anko ye adwuma wom. And it's our person will end up to say sankofo na MPP nkwasiafo ne ba na wudi omo chi, you will end up to say nkofo na omo ntie futuo 2012 13 14 15 because 2012 13 14 15 anka nurse for mo school any teacher for mo school e de o madwene by na ye substitute loan and anka mkoji loan nanka abide alawa no esi more hospitals in schools anka from 2016 achichide we ni agimi for ba power no for 8 years anka omo anya adwuma nyina anya adwuma ye if you say nurse ni nya adwuma o carpenter fo nurse ni adwuma o hospital teacher ni onye adwuma e o phone teacher ni adwuma o school it at this point no so we nurse na so also won tiase we a teacher training college student now want tiase also obeto etia MPP a NDC a jai school no nekotene fie abato oba na wato etia NDC enyansafo na omo school no etese wo no omo bema mo maame no amomu sika na omo akwaji loan a support sika no na omo de ewie e de omo certificate na aban de bema omo no akonya aban hospital aye adwuma enti mo amodwen se mo feel big no mo amodwen se politics as usual no. The John Mahama administration new government way and your government ebepa eye wacho because the government wants to take a decision ebeboa. Into this government is not going to beg anybody. Aban way empa kwase bia chew. Aban way will take decisions that will help Ghana as a whole and not to please some foolish individuals in Ghana. Enti say we are Ghana ni me can be so we are teacher training college students. We are nursing training college students. That's how I say alawan won tiase ya je obetu MPP NDC 2028 China to menji certificate kotene fie. Omo omagimi no omaji loan no. Omo wie school na omo beji certificate no. Sa alawano ye besi hospitals. Enkwasiafo ye MPP for 8 years ejiji mu sika eka kire mo se monja alawandi ye besi agenda 111 ebesi nne agenda 111 omusi mu mienu pe mienu no musi na light pe ne bom machine bi anim kwasiafo we no mdija touch line eka cham se the pa nurse for mohu me see nobody has regretted substituting eye alawa for eye loan. Every single nursing training college student needs to go for loan. So John Mahama ya na adwene say obetam Ghana for sika akɔkyɛ nurse training college ni bi ana teacher training college ni bi a ye nyina be campaign tia no. Nobody in nursing training college, nobody in teacher training college should have access to alawa. Everybody should have access to loan. Loan need da hobon kwaji. Sa alawa sika no yedi besi more hospitals. Sene beya mumu bina mo ready say mo pesa mo ye nursing after school no mo benya hospital aye adwuma. This is nobody's going to negotiate with anybody. Many option bia. The option you have is to go for loan. That's it. They can do all the jandam with it. I don't care. Enkwara mo school, teacher for mo school omunimu nyansa no, they know what I'm talking about. The loan is there. Nobody in Ghana has stopped anybody from accessing loan. There was a reason until 2014, 15, 16. John Mahama, now more teacher training, any nursing training, no. Every time I'm being so obi free legon, and I take babiano. Nipano epeje na betri if you say na ni trimuno our degree and a momo diploma student. John Mahama nim say I was someone enjoy the same pegs. Or person or to the same status so at said university for send a mobile access to the Emma University for no page chairman say John Mahama wanted you people to be at the same level. So he decided to upgrade you people from diploma and HND to degree. So when you are a degree holder and now you are pursuing a degree course, you equally have the right to have access to a loan. And say obi oko Legon, obi oko Tech, obi oko any government university. Until at this point, adentina Legon for any Tech for the omon kwajala wanko school. Mumusa mo sa question no. Sa oko nursing training, you upgrade you from HND and also from diploma, Edward do degree. Now what access to the Legonini, what access to her. Why are you still demanding say yema walawa? Adena Legon for demand for alawa. Adentina Tech for no, they don't demand for alawa because when you get to a degree and you pursue that side now, you have access to loan in a legonini gino. I was say nursing training or did the same loan. Until nobody should take loan and give to you nursing training college student and now who teacher training college student. No, it is even cheating the system. There's a reason why you people were pushing for a degree. And the government of the day, NDC Abino, answer John Mahama or upgrading all these schools into a degree. Into degree universities and institutions. Into you cannot be in nursing training. Now one can't say u degree to say obi o legon, but ope alawa ope loan ajia kan alawa ho. No, it will never happen. Access the loan the same way legon for accessing loan no. Access the loan the same way Tech for accessing loan no. Nobody is going to double pay any nursing training college student or teacher training college student. Sankwasi assembly switcha. Mo amoso monti ase no. Mo mfa mo jimi free school kwatene fie. These things we will keep saying it. Me I didn't come here to please you. If some bad platform we so or started doing my job to please individuals and come in how I didn't come here to please John Mahama and the NDC. I didn't come here to please the MPP. I didn't come to please people who think say they are entitled to something. I'm here to let you know the facts. Me we busan for more nursing training. Me we busan for more teacher training. I'm also affected, but I'm not going to make you take alawa and take loan and tell me say, oh, that we a degree holder to say legonina or access to only a loan. I will not allow that. It is a mama in such a way it to be equally shared. I'm talking about the national cake. When it comes to the educational sector, it should be shared equally. Anything about free SHS. Free SHS, no, the moment of it senior high school, no, you have access to obi or persec, no, the same thing he or she has access to, no, akrana or what champion, no, also the same access. Anything free, progressively free SHS. Until you cannot tell me, say, yeah, free SHS. Now we call Legona, Legon for the anopa. Na eden ya mo bia 2 cities say onko abontini koto aduane oba no asaba dining hall. No, it's not going to happen that way. No. Ultimate kan jam say ye free SHS oko eye bekwaya anaso oko kumase prempe ana ekurase prempa ye say ekurase prempe for there anopa no omo teachers no ema obia milk ba akohwe ni nsem ye wia ne asade oba ko dining say obia nko didi na wo ba eye the school bia ewo ebia school bi kohwe banchire kobo school omo de omo so anopa ne amom koko raw. They are all under free SHS. That is not equal free SHS. We need to make sure say equally bibia e pepepe it is some frame say mo ye degree holding students, and I say more pursue a degree course. The same way Legoni pursue degree course, any technique pursue degree course. No, the same way nursing training, any teacher training, pursue degree. You all have access to loan. Nobody's going to give anybody alawa. Alawa sikano ya deba chichire mine, ya deba si hospitals. Agenda 111 na chichire ni kwasiafo in MPP for ni jano hono. John Mahama has to finish it, or the alawa ni sikani bi nebeye. Unless you say, Mobaka Chamoma, Memo say, Ubiantam Sikambra John Mahama no Fankusi Hospital, which they don't have, which is not possible, which is never going to happen. Until you people should come to that realization. Member Tina had that, Enka say, yes, Remo, we dear. Yani ametina because of abattoir any numbers abeto ama NDC any MPP. Ye ba have a kind of correction, we Jimmy and Obeton Kwasiaba. Unimu nyansa na obedi MPP chi. So ya kwasiana ubedi nkwasiafo we chi mama dadao. But if you think about your future and you are smart enough to be in school to understand the say, uye school also nye juma ya, you understand the abide person your mouth. Yeti krom ha, every regional hospital, district hospital, any chip compound was built. Say enya Kwame Nkrumah the see a big hospital and a champon. It was built by NDC. The NPP as a political party in Nyanwe, they have not built one regional hospital to their name. So do you think they are planning to build a hospital for one nursing training to get a hospital to work in? No. You need any university or Ghana ha NPP for NAC, none in this country. So do you think say in Kwasiafuasi for you from MPP no, they are going to think about your future? Because the MPP as a political party no, almost catch them say a property owning company and I say party. In fact, it's a company. The NPP is a company because it is a limited liability company. Obia shares woman omjiji, obia nya nemfaso ano okọ. Omo they don't think about the holistic good of the people. Inti NPP for who Ghana for some way Jimmy omo de business. And that is what they are doing to the young girls and men more nursing training and the teacher training. I didn't come here to please you. So a political party at NC Regional Hospital that cannot tell me how we to protect the future of a nurse in school. That political party cannot do that. And the foolish political party, the silly minority, which is the NPP, they cannot advise me. They cannot advise John Mahama and the NDC. A political party at NC1 regional hospital, we are nurse now we school, also who's a party on who's a Jimmy. A political party is so as MPP and to me NC1 university since the CRT party way there, that party will not think about you. And you will teach in what training college now ube on or the politics, and that is what they want to do with you. I'm never going to plead with anybody. And the NDC is never going to plead with anybody or senior nursing training or teacher training. Say me power chow. I was all to my NDC and Adena NDC ye free or no NDC will substitute a year alawa omudi loan aba corner kwaji. NDC will not beg anybody. So I want to see a jai school no kotene fie koton banchi ebi e hona ebe buawo jai school ne kwaya de foforo because I hope person go school enkwa there. It means so we are school now, we are burden on the government. The unemployment rate at Ghana, the government needs to find a way to cut down that unemployment rate. And the only way the government can cut down the unemployment rate is to make sure it can absorb people like in Korea more senior free nursing training and teacher training. How is government going to absorb them? The government can only cut down unemployment sector by building more hospitals, by building more schools. It is a government to say, kwaji loan, namefa alawan NC hospital, okwasia se ose yenya woden. We will be more bottom. The reset, these are part of the reasons in here. People like us, we are in support of John Mahama and the NDC resetting. En kwasia free ne twem. kwasiampa yi bi nkobu ni pan ko wo nkora 9 emfa mo begu aban so ema the responsibility kakra na also oye no on pese obeye nipa baako omba mienu wo teacher training college omba mienu eso ewo senior high school aban e de nkora ne ko free SHS o sa de kwasea se nkora ne nsanko teacher training nursing training ne ensa mo alawa no mo sanji loan na wo abodam Ghana papa dia mo papa no mo abodam wo wa wo mamien emma 9 mienu wo SS omo free SHS for free ye mo aduane anopa ewia ne edwumre they shelter them omo nye aduane papa edi omo te classroom ye mo materials omo te wo sa nipa ba ko na so ne ma mienu ba ko teacher training ba ko nursing training sa nipa na sa pese aban ma ne ma no alawa na aban ne sa so ma ne ma ni loan na wo abodam na wo sa awofo no anase wo sa parent no wo abodam na oba wiase na beto wo pa no wo dia wo se preko ye ne yenhwa akwara no you have a responsibility, you all have a role to play in the child's life, and that is you taking the feeding part. So oba ne person ko school nko a obeso ko nursing training nko a obeso ko teacher training nko a you have a responsibility. And then abrofo ne ye eno aso ne be hwe so ya kikire ye man because some of the democracy ba na esua ye. And it's now parliamentarians, regional parliament, Obiase because school abrochiri and the United States and the UK and the civilization. Because of the example, no, what they do is what we learn. And so abrochiri, America, at least Hanamete, ye mo bia lawa me. I'm still paying student loan. Ye mo bia lawa, you have to take you need to take loan. Inti nurse ni bia ni Ghana owo school we be power chow. I want to send this message again. I want it to ring. And I'll remind you people every day because every day John Mahama be a chip compound for Frubiano Mekaiwo. Every day John Mahama be another UGMC Mekaiwo. Every time John Mahama be another agenda 111 and no Mekaiwo. So be a we are no Mekaiwo. Obie eye afaria no Mekaiwo. I will remind you of all the polyclinics and the teaching hospitals John Mahama is about to build. Send a bay beti as yes a loan na yes a kojino a home fast one because you hear alawana di ayade. Oh bodam. So, the honest truth in the market, we don't want to Ghana radio, so because I'm on country, I'm on best sources also. Over to school 4 years, we be not about 9 kwasi some when you man yet. Majority of you move your school. Now, the only option is say, I am Pablo Chirako, Dabio, a Jumano, or the opportunity, you have the right to build your own future. And the NDC, Energy Mahama, the future showing sim. Agronie intokwanie koji loan nenye adwuma ye after school ana se dialawa ne be kwasiampanyi yesi yempese obe ye kwasiampanyi yempese oye ni papa iti koji loan John Mahama ne ndisi omo akomapa omo ndise kufuare ne kwasiafo ko message dialawa ne kwasiampanyi John Mahama obeboa wo into say koji loan ne be ni papa because uji loan na uwie school na hospital siwo ekufuare ne ba omian kwasiafo no meka just dialawa dinde na ochina be ye jantreni Ghana for yempe more hookups yabre ayema and the oko eye alpha hour so hookup for amoso masakra na muguso and so still market koso yenye ready say ye be employ more hookup for enti ye pese ye ti hookup no so jantra no e pese ye ti so ye pese ye ti unemployment no so amanfo dwa enti nobody, and I'm going to remind you, we are resetting this nation. That time and now politicians patcho to deceive voters, to win power and lie to them. And John Mahama is resetting this nation. From John Mahama time we inclusive 4 years now, politician kwasi ampenyi bia ntumi to me Ghana biem. And the NPP would never come to power again because they are not ready and willing to speak truth to Ghanaians. Mamenchao and a stupid post by NPP4 National Youth Organizer, a very dirty riffraff. 10 year I can phone using the separate. I am telling you, we are 10 years when you under why I can phone you use a boa. I'll be right back to continue this. Maybe chow there.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It will for Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one, and one better Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one, and will do a Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one, and will do a Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one. Why your yell? Why drown? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why drown? Why your yell? Why drown? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium. I want me to Belgium. Where you man, crumba. Why your yell? Why drown? 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 Yeah, we papa.
So live on Loud Talents TV, the silly minority and at your muso. So I was talking about a year. I got 3 minutes. Now my call back to social media segment. I was talking to you about a year teacher training, any nursing training for Alawa. We need to substitute. I was say the loan besho na abano enya sika. It will see more hospitals. Emma more students. Now this is a political party being led by a pig from the north or a ceremony preko. I'm saying or a ceremony preko if you say yenya can for we are telling now we will use you like a pig. And there be a advice I'm demanding a srimfo, but some of them omonte. This guy, his name is Salam Mustafa, or then a national youth organizer, Emma, the Piglet Party, the silly minority. No, these are the people who led this MPP to opposition. Losing almost 1.85 million votes because of their foolishness, and they are still enshrined in the stupid foolishness because Omogi is a gun of Jimmy. Branch your friend Salam Mustafa. Or you posted BB on social media. I've responded to him on Twitter, but I need to respond to him again because Okwasiade yentuni fobako yentuni 1,000 times. And each time person ceremony gainwe. Sa ceremony yeni akamfo eyudu se prekubano. We person me maneti asese onini krom. Ondi nkan fan point in some point adia ba kwa MPP anu krom ansa na wabeka Ghana asem. Yeni ye pese impunti oko srem. Enti so ye ceremony na we jimia. Meka che so ye kwasia. So I am fantini to say me now ye kwasi ampenya meka no winim if you say ye nyansa for mama chechire Ghana. Now this is what this foolish piglet said. Or say, dear nursing and teacher trainees, or whom nurse for any teacher for some wejimi. More school no just say 442 they can still play with you. Dear not Troy or say, the NDC government has made it clear its intention to scrap your training allowances. Or say NDC abana and adwene say ana esi no omo madwene mu ada ho pefe say omo ba beyi alawane firi ho hwekwase esu na nkoka wie na wa kire hospital ba ko omosi a nipa akoma akwaje awo sremu dwan ene ye ne akamfo use ni so opro me se ye ne akamfo MPP akamfo party ye nya sremu ni a wajimi a ye use ni sa aboa. And this is a typical animal weed accounts we use to clean our ass because we are sremuni with Jimia. You two for no one tier. I can for you two sabwa. And this is say into on your opportunity now. Or person the slave masters. A ya can for ni be say on with Jimmy to mu use no. And so ni chrome srem they be free by in the constituency. Ni chrome insu a friend insu MPP nye ba akumpo ho. Yankin kind of bro for na minjum. Or say. As if that's not enough, a spokesperson and enabler of this government, Kevin Taylor. In fact, at the Kuntia Mangusa boy we Jimmy say he cannot differentiate between Taylor and Taylor. Tailor, Obi or Pama dear, and a Taylor, Mimi Dean. This is a foolish person parading as a national youth organizer in a political party that wants to make sense. He cannot differentiate between Taylor and Taylor. And Kwasiawe cannot differentiate between somebody who really needs loan and somebody who needs alawa. Because loan in Nigeria Juma, he cannot differentiate. In Nigeria and so biji alawa, it is better. No. We mo Jimmy, amajuni wo form. Now, all could anymore. Or say, as if that's not enough, a spokesperson and enabler of this government, Kevin Taylor, says that all you know is hook up, and if you can't afford the fees, then quit the schools. Me say, we a teacher training, or school to see we a nursing training student, and a teacher training student. Nase ose loan no, onkojia fa okwasi free school oko. Monsua moti nursing training colleges, any teacher training colleges, ebo 2 no. Sa mo gin se mo pesa alawa no e de atoa mo 2 so a ye mfa mamo. Mo pa munjai school no kwasiafo. Enyansafo no, they will take the loan and complete their school. A man yentwa ne kote bottle ka kire say kote bottle owed him the difference between Taylor and Taylor. Wo gisa akwa ne di. Oni MPP for betna power 8 years. Oba na sada wo ho kwase ampanyi we Salam Mustafa we ntuma nka nkire MPP se omontoa sada so omo change sada din eye na NDA Mahamudu Baumia nua ba kodi sika me ye chi ni tumu kwase we adane ne ho aba be ka kire se an ye nsi hospital ma ye nsi school ma je alawa di wo wonum kwate boto we de nam Ghana se we na odi wa adwene ne wo re e hye ni mu jimi we sremu dwan we. The silly minority and the piglets. We are not done. And nobody is going to beg anybody in nursing training college. No. Because a man for baby was chrome ha, omuko school no, edgy loan, and they are still paying. And more nurse if one more school, teacher for more school. Some of you want to come to America. Mobaha, mobeko school edgy loan. Other than moba amumusa alawa. You need to take loan. Yeah. Ain't it? You people should tell this Kotiboto. Salam Mustafa said, Kevin Taylor said to me, I am not retracting. So we are nurse now a teacher now to school now obo jantra. Now I junior say obeji alawa kodi. Edi akobo jantra. Now why junior will say you can just take that money and use it. Aban is substitute it. Koji loan in the D. So besa oji loan kobo jantra, koji loan bo jantra. But so why junior say obeji alawa bo jantra, we are not going to give you alawa. A fact. I am not retracting. It is still going to be the fact. They will say on tia siena or one nursing trainer teacher train on high school no kotenefi. Mama Salam Mustafa kwatiboto Jimmy okasa akwani kwatiboto we Jimmy sremu dwan akanfo to so Jimmy ofiri serva benya position wa akanfo party m odwin so onim nyansa. Sremu dwan kwatiboto we Nam Ghana, Obi and Jahwe. What is that? These are facts. Yam Pampa Obia or Ghana. Yam Messus Obia, because yen taxes lay tiano. We need to put the taxes to use, to good use. Obi me won't to Ghana for some yam Beshani Panama and could 30. No. O papano mamenom ko omokobu omopano. They have a responsibility. They have a part to play in your upbringing and your education. Obi ntumi enko ne oba nkoda na omedane nto Ghana so na sa na ye na nka oba abrochire ka abrochesi wo na obi mehwe wo free SS for about 10 years owi a so on page mama wo na nipa ne disika nyina ma wudi no wi adwuma be na obepe. I am telling you people, we are nursing training college students, we are teacher training college students. Your Mahama and Aban say there's loan, go for it. Sibia legon for koji loan no, Sibia tech for koji loan no, mosum koji loan. We are going to take out a year alawa. We can use that alawa to build more schools, more hospitals. Agenda 111 hospital yensi ba kumpo 2 pen omwesi omo pentin machines nim. Nurse for do thousands and thousands of nurses for amu school. Mu wie school enya me fie na mo be adwuma. Enya phone no na mo kohyem. Enya carpentry. Anase enya de pan no na mo koto mo pe hospital. Sa alawa no sa sika na ye de be complete agenda 111. On tia chef for Jimmy free school koto na fie. Mama kwati boto Jimmy way. Oye be ma magina TV so enyini dross ne nhwe. Kwati boto Jimmy way. Ene na Ghana kekan kwasi asem for 8 years. ultimately pointed to one regional hospital. From time I see MPP, time ana yana baafo akoto eyi ni bottom £700. E de achichere MPP na tani bia ni ho. Me ka kire wo ma watie. Time ana yana na baafo akoto ewo Asante hene ahemfie. Etitini morum eyi £700. Na tani bia nte hobi na ya Asantefo nko intende yenya tani baako a na adwene ense akamfo penasem a ode ne kwasia abetena MPP mu bagi agwense obetime gimi obi a kwateboto ye man chance intafo mu nim nyansa ne te se John Mahama any NDC for intafo di bi ne intafo bi o mo garo mu nim nyansa no they know say we need to make sure say be more hospitals. So we are not going to pamper any fool. So mu share kwateboto we amon kan jense Kevin Taylor TAYLOR KEVI me say or kwateboto. The kids are not going to listen to Ekwateboto. On pointing to one regional hospital and MPP nesi. No Franchan Kwaran say when they see into Munsha Hunamunja Lawa Kwasia. Una fiki butum banzani. Wa shege ya. Wo usi regional hospital. O kachira Kwaran say o onkwaja lawa. Na dia never go see hospital ma Kwarano. Mumuhu bibi da ohu. Musha Mustafa a friend saying Salam Mustafa, we can say make Kevin Taylor say ono kwateboto no on chere regional hospital ba kwa MPPC here from eye baafo akoto time na men kan asem nkyere no odwan na yenjudwam inshallah ebefa hwe wo de moju se beso so mo jimi no now in Sembebre town in Sembebre water inti where the ball is in your front, the ball is your front. Eye nurse for yaka kire mo mupu mopa munjai school no mo amoso mo ntoma NDC no munjai school nkotene fie omo munim nyansa ne beko school na gilo no omo yo menye adwuma ye as simple as that. Obesa wujai training college no ana nursing training now call private school na wa akoti kokoje alawa private school mo amo ha ne de obia e access to loan mo nkoji loan why ya brebo ene ye twitwa skirt so ai mo amuninim mo go school mo bebre mo nko class alawa ena mo de akodo nkonwa de me yan kra se nkonwa nya papa ni bio ai sa nkonwa na bantama de ne ntoma de no obe nkonwa su dem obi besra ope na o the same material mensa o tabo nkonwa ni bi o so curtains obe ro obi dem no ni nkonwa ne curtains ne the same color sa nkonwa ni bi encha na so nkronsu abem na moji alawa de koton so nkronsu nkonwa o mutumi ya konwa bi na bebi a otu besi be se de aka nyina pafo na oto ho parachutical akonya aden parachute be bro for ba parachutical akonya utumu akonya na onya bebi fa otunsi ukofo oba di wechi na oba ne to so a okotena akonya mu onkom akonya bebi adu de tubesi etisei na akonya na taban etise Ghana Airways mwajimijimi ye pe bebi adwudwe on friend couch relax obitumi akonya na akonya na taban eche otumfo apakan na bebi ade etubesi no bebi ade etubesi atena no ye nya bebi fa etunsi omujiji ala wana nkwasi akonwa mo ko yeye no obekọ sisi omudem na bi wo enko dem oni epia akonwa nsi straight ne akwa ya ma obi alawa munko gi loan uji loan afakoto nkonwa Mrs. Inti the message is clear. I've sent the message to Kotoboto Salam Mustafa. Me catch Salam Mustafa say Someone nim so Kotoboto mo hwese bi okasa mo hwe.
And Obi, do you honestly think that if the results was close, would have easily let go? Do you think?
Easily let go meaning what?
Would have just let it go like that?
But what would you have done? Say you close down, I'm lose. So what would you have done?
I'm not sure that we would have lost if the results were close.
You would have overturned results?
Not overturned. Look, if the results were if our numbers were going to turn out, we're going to win.
This is a whole political party, national youth organizer. Only Jimmy on the tour. Obi, if the results were close, do you think we would have lost? Jimmy Kotoboto, in Tinka close and Kabedeng. And Kaokas and Kaokas, Obi, do you know my MPP? We have built a regional hospital in the north. One so Jimmy, one no saboto. Said ye, and Kevin Taylor, the spokesperson. Yes, I am not retracting. I am still sticking to my statement. Na Jimmy, wama aya akamfo te party na edi Jimmy always see ano. Yantiasie, de bia dogo yaro Jimmy. wona okontokwa na nabi mu make money na nabi mu wie nsase na esamia wukumuti enele ewia millions yes our boys way young boys omunye papa bia da ewie sika na do Jimmy die nim se ekokontokwa adan a medium ye 10 ni yimi di party nim se youth organizer kwate boto Jimmy na yanko eni na menjudwom akonnwamu apakan couch mu apakan utumu akonnwa ya yesi wo unya baby mfa otunsi ne ase nyina ne afonfon sa wo ye carpenteri na wo yire ana wo girl afon a enya obia na ne girl afon aya mumma baby a yetena no enya kese kakra utumu kotena obi kosra obi na unya baby mfa otunsi akonnwa so kakraka unya baby mfa otunsi baby ade etusi kiti adan akonnwa mu apakan couch mu apakan utima no wa yesei upeja onsa onsa pem ha oi form ti bebre yesi epe baby atena yanka se epe baby ahome mo carpenter for no meba mo so kwase ade na mo de tete eye sa area oye sa nkwasi ankonnwa no be say da na musu ye and my press conference be 30 John Mahama fi ready 30 days o a better fucking I don't know sometime mo yam sere no John Mahama obedi 4 years Emma another NDC presidential candidate abewini abedi 8 years John Mahama 4 years no afi ready 30 days and then 30 days a better brutal why we 55 John Mahama 50 no 60 steady why we 75 John Mahama 50 no 80 why we 45 John Mahama we no 50 and just why MPP now to TikTok with Jimmy Nwa obe Jimmy Nwa answer John Mahama free so yes abekọ another 8 years NDC no now we 50 enche pupu ubewu odo kwase ato ye demonstration ye ntiase onkofo na Jimmy no bolusu afre John Mahama di 30 days pe o ye do 31 days o afre we di 30 days mube bre fucking I've already 30 days out of 4 years. My press conference go 30. Me say odi another 30 days and buy another 30. Mu nyina mu bawu. Ye be miam kon. Ye de no kura ne be miam kon mu nyina mu bawu. Se na opempe mu tutui. Se na ehu mu a first na mu ye de se na mu nyina mafonfon yi. Se na esi na mu beta na mu rante. Mu ni ma de konti mu win mu lose election no. Ka mu nim nyansa nka matena se. Hwe John Mahama is doing something new. When I bet you say John Mahama ofri so a NDC be another 16 to 32 years aka ho sa time na afa na ye be dwene because my mama who say John Mahama ofri so na NDC ofri so na be 90 am be retire into so who say there's more year me say me ho pa I'm a very young guy into say my mama who say NDC be free so and me retire meaning say me will be 45 years more a better brutal because after that already 7 say me retire na Zara e be 27 Yeah. Na say time I Merita na already 27. Inti ebeche. Merita so na NDC be free power. Inti also tia say mo beche. Mombra power na kufuo wu. Na Elizabeth Ohini wu. Na eye Kwame Sefa kan wu. Mo eba power na eye Michael Ko wu. Mo eba power na Okpo on na nsen obewu. Sata mombra power hakbo wu so adjuma no wu. Mombra power double party wo bia wu. Na ka bobade da to party pro no be ka bibia mo mombra party no biewu na Hackman you see aka 32 years na NDC every power ya ba na Hackman ewu da osafo ma for 98 aka 2 months we di 100 Mahama we for no wu da de sie no ya di jollof for dey yase atwitwi soroku etutu canopy ne ye ntua Michael Ko di 88 aka 2 years no di 90 John Mahama ndi 2 years we no wu. Ye John besi mu nyina mu bewu, mu peli omu nyina bewu. Ansa na MPP free power na akura we di 12 years or one MPP na fe na onu we di 23. Enti the silly minority should understand. Afa John Markin say NPP, NDC and free power no we di 86. Say also we di 46, another 40 years. Mu nyina na mo wu. Fremo pare no wu. Mu nya council of elders bia ni ho. Ahemfo na omo protect him no endo no nyina wu aso mo nyini ai omo nyina no mo wu nti why na ebeje mo party na si wo egu ye be miamwa mo nyini sa de no hu John Mahama di 30 days pera mo meow meow and a musu and cra and a double she and the mobedania inchem munimenchem Munya calculation we own. Into Muju say easy, sir. Share. Also, Fremont Parry with the 86. John Mahama and we know who. Da you see da. Nia ya obi abobon na. Akodi be in that yakodi 4 years cry na ya trans white. Osafu bewu. Now, Osama with what has 10 years more power. Oba that no wuda near ya nenda ya did it now watch that it did not fit that ye dear fit that sabe 8. Ya con one sorry about Ajin one das here, alcohol tokwa your winning up woman ye be miam con more was your voice ye be no crabbe miam con kumo. Now penny be never transition party. And I made him first set na to room second set in his own age na medical. I have my money and I have my dad. Me chiramu age na wo party ni mu no. Why na be twen? Ama John Mahama wie. 4 years the we sure say my kuku obetena 4 years bi. On to me. Gas na sa. Enye se bia metan no but obewu. Enye se bia adebone na meka but ha dwene. Na na kufu ado obewu. Osafo mafu. Omu nyina 100 years for. It's party na gu. And the silly minority is still sillying. Mami juja se be munchira mo. Munchira antena se nye analysis nti muso na mu jimi ene entiase de na ewulusi ye ena e say JFK ene hwe mo mu chairman no ogina wa se mum. Mo party chairman no ekufu ade mo set re call ya no to aso. Wanyini ogina wa se kutre. Mo party chairman mi hu ne kura ngombobo. Wa se ogina se kutre na jimi nizo. And you know Ghanaians we don't understand. Na mo party we mo deficiency ngwa ye say chairman to say bosom on kasa. Na eye pentium 2 you know. We don't understand, you know. So the party and we don't understand. Me say, hey, chairman ye mum and general secretary ketre me butu. And I would be power. Get ya bomu na get ya do to be and chebi obu get ya o jibi obu na say. Chairman ye mum and general secretary pentium 2 ketre me butu. O person the message, o the message ni kwa he. Mum any idea obi an ketin mebutu e no mutumi party wini yes yan ye pe chebe wontumi chema wontumi na adwene hwe left o ejimi mo de party nyanse ba ko bonim makomo obo brim abrantie we abrantie wontumi nye foko emaya omsore no mabobọ ntoma hye omunufu ase aslo wusumi omonyinyini asla abrewa poso o hwa de siasia we load wo omsore a no ma boduku omabobọ ntoma achichidi echi befa mekọ owo ya adaka omobobọ no ma hye omunufu ase no de nkutu afa no ma betena wa hepe omuduru fie no mo yi omhunwa mo chentabinita 3 rade ne de kekra no we bie we kekra ogina wa se dua omnyina embre wanko a omawu ize kura abwache obo inti na sometimes show na mo mmobo say ye be se ye be party ye be se ye be power hwan fie hwan asase so hwan asase so mumu party mummre wa hwe hawa kumsin ogina wa se chobi hawa kumsin koduru fie na oyiyi ne ho weapons ne spare parts as a magazine bidie car otumi hwa na oyi bodies no wetu oha no wetu wig na aka de tiru se ase kube na we so ha no weyi na oba tutu pass gu fom omu tutu omu ho pass se omu si kokompe we mu na ebeje mu party no mo ntena se na mo ndwene ma me dwedwa bibi mu nkira mo Mr. P, team, stay with me. Now, there's something I want to talk to you about. Mutie John Mahama.
I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff. And such travels will have to be undertaken in modesty, no first class. Also, All traces of affluence and lavish lifestyle are to be avoided. The people of Ghana are enduring difficult times occasioned by hardships resulting from the economic mismanagement of the last 8 years. And ours is to work to lift them out of this hole, not to compound it further.
John Mahama Swami for Wakasa, President His Excellency John Dramani John Mahama Dramani Mahama. John Mahama, your president, your president, umpu, your president. Uyo hinyo, uyo himao, wa bodamo, uya Ghana ni nkwade o president ni, echiro konume beto da wu. President John Mahama Kasa, and there's one thing John Mahama is doing, sticking to principles, sticking to the promises he made to Ghanaians. And the one Gasamu insuya wa Ghana eni tiba. Shege reasons in grand start yo, shogbe, we Jimmy, ukoton kran for nyum, unye nufuo. John Mahama bro for Kenya ojudwumro say. So wana ben mo beso ka kire wo say, so we are buying mu nipa, we need the right to say we for first class etu kwan. Hwe, discipline abafie. Anka kwana, and you know first class, and to rough from atichidi any time with Jimmy. John Mahama kasa no say. So wana ben mu, nobody is flying first class on government duty. So one also call landing be akobo sirem. Na so wo usika and the wait to first class. Your mama's only problem. But say call a year official duty. Ghana ni bie ni ho under his government. Obie ni the right say aban ebeka say you tia first class amount. No. Obie ni obe for first class. Biem. No more first class. As far as awokoya aban adwuma nko ade obefa kotodwe ni bi 38k Johnson boy born wo horo 42b oh etumi ogi se play ni bu ahwala that time first class for yada munko bisa ngoforo me bese mo mudi omuni mo ho se si amunyina mo ko 34b 48b 47k no ye bia toilet bogu timu play ni adikete ah so be wu na bibia okay set play there was so I dey for him say be ye ne we ni money ada o se obi ani na ban mu a oba be fa first class na o saka asemi to ato o se sa lifestyle ahomaso lifestyle na ye peje eti e menya ya betri e keka nsam e kire nkofo say ye de ya ba ban mu na o se obia unlimited adole maintain your level so se ohu sa de di bia o na president obestrepel. Enti say uye arrogant amaninka wumu. Men koto $20,000 suit embetna TV so be bobo $40,000 watch embechire Ghana for if you say for the past 8 years no enkwasiafo asefo na bechire ye say ye man kofo tumi a omumbu Ghana for. John Mahama wants to bring back the love of respect. Into see ono na ban mu no nobody is flying first class on any official duty. Senior official duty na wo sika na person ko first class akope usika. Eno se the oral chill ni ebusa question one obetumi yi anom. And this is how we want leaders. This is how we want, besides relax, maintain. This is how we want leaders to speak. This is how we want leaders to take lead. John Mahama wa media grow. Sanke kasika. John Mahama, our president in Namfo Bibri, we are here. Sebio, no chain obey to my friend and young president say, Boga, my hot. Say, I can't obey or industrious. One of the biggest farmers in Ghana, John Mahama, number one. Ain't his hand phone, obey to me, did work. John Mahama does not need money. He does not need to impress himself. He does not need to impress you. John Mahama has seen every leader around the world. He has been to every place. John Mahama does not need to come show you, say, oh, the beautiful suit, and now I check new glasses be, and now hanky be bonanza. John Mahama is talking and asking for modesty. Let us respect the people. Or say, wow, one abemo be pija wabeti, abe arrogant or the right to sack you. No first class. 34K. John Mahama said everybody should maintain their adole. Maintain your level. Respect the people. Do not do things. Memang kofon and dream say, omo taxes no, and when your position in our be blow musika. Or say nobody. Anytime there's any official trip, you need to submit it. They need to look at the trip, and then they will look at where you have to go. But already I will say so far, right now, nobody is flying first class. Ça va bien? Tu le passes un camion? Écoutez, je le suis. Ainsi, when na yepe, this is the kind of leader we want. This is the kind of leader. So Osha John Mahama ne convoy. Anananse muhu ye. So John Mahama eba uhu nipa cars eba endu 5, endu 10. The humility president no de kire Ghana for. So we study John Mahama. He's touring Ghana. Thank you, Tor. John Mahama to me gina tent. I say a ye ebusuye kuo bi na abobo tent no, because he's not going to let them go spend $20,000 to build a tent at Obegina here 5 minutes. I saw some in the central region. I was shocked. John Mahama, the convoy bar, Nana Kufuada Chichidia Kwasia pay you banana cars 100 in the chi. That is waste of resource. This is how we need to let the people start to have confidence in our leaders. Say, our leaders want to save us by saving Eddie and Kakre Dahono. It is how do we need to follow here John Mahama, the administration we are. From Jubilee House to when John Mahama even exits the Jubilee House, and that's Opia Bontinia, you can see how the convoy and the crowd speaks a lot. The humility with this convoy. John Mahama started to V8 papemne kufuado on tine bimuda. Etinkwasia ni ba omiamo bae no. And near to Ghana a few years ago, na Samira V8 30 the dinechi. Samira pele. Samira Baumia. The speciality nene say ojina hwehwem keka no. Saa time Samira 2012, 2013. Osha Samira hon tomago I say bolika confirm. Enkofo bedi to me na Samira ono kwan convoy V8 Lexus 30 ne dinechi na Samira ono koko no yema ye no ma na sadia de na oye. Emfa so be na nya wo pele so. John Mahama so wa twa saa de no so. So John Mahama pie free Accra, not out of Accra. Police for come did a convoy in Drew 10. This is what we need. A leader who understands the people's plight. A leader who show respect to the people. And also dema people to say anything about John Mahama. And I won't study it. The way he talks, he speaks to Ghanaians. The respect. Sibia oche ahimfu buo. Sibia oma asofwe buo. Sibia ordinary Ghanaians. Etumi walk to John Mahama and talk to him. That is the leader we want. The leader who can share this nation with us, understand everybody, and call every Ghanaian, say, or a part of Ghana to build or reset this nation. That is what we were missing. Pele ne she baomia we. Baomia pia. See the nonsense lavish lifestyle they were showing. This is what we have been talking about. And so be better TV so edidi John Mahama tem and I study yet. It is tough for them to do it. You know why? Because the name you do. Because Omun said, no, this man carries some respect. A bad thing. You can be the most ruthless communicator for the NPP. You cannot touch John Mahama's image. Because who's through? Because one can already depend on the name hu, the name nyam. Inti demon so beka anything. That is the leader we wanted. And yet leader addresses such a chidia kwasi ampenyu anumwi. No ni Jimmy bin nam Ghana hake kan kwasi asem. John Mahama kasana him for toa obi ate de hoka emu deda ho. So I like the way he's sticking to principle. I like the way he is making Ghanaians understand. And John Mahama di president 30 days pe. But see how people are free to express themselves. See yensua eni etin kakra. I know it is not perfect. I know say when the law is fully enforced. Now ye kwasiafo nyina fi forest him. Now say you maintain sa pace na. I know for a fact that John Mahama can do it. And him for na omotiti campaign asi edidi John Mahama tem and omu nyina ferry. En kwasia kasakwane ebe ahemfo dane goro boys ahemfo ni bia hwifo akromfo a politicians be say o madwom beda ne nkwasiafo and omu nyina kadem. Near to Kroma and Kufo, the Jimmy were on to me in the Duan free, a table, a fridge so, a catch I was almost sorry, no munchia motia. Utibuay Bema Tintin Grandma Hofe, Lord Kenya, John Dramani Mahama, to be catch I have Miss Remo, Montanas and Anna Membra Monase, me with John Mahama and papa. No, chairman papa nsem the respect. Sebi o me papa enyaniti pen when it comes to politics. Ewo Ghana ha. John Mahama is the president of the republic. Ahemfo akese John Mahama ko mo na ase. Na mama nkwasiafo we tomboys ni tom girls we aba abedi nkwasiasem. We are changing the system and we are going to help John Mahama with the truth to change this nation. Memaka. When it comes to John Mahama, me de no krebe protect no and me de no kreso ebe den ebe criticize no. That is what makes me different from Kwasi Afo Makano. I will help John Mahama rule perfectly. I will also use the fact to make sure John Mahama, when he goes wrong, may the no direct. That is how we will build. I would never sit back and say, me who said John Mahama abino almost call wrong, so I am quiet because me obi a me pe John Mahama sem. Me pe John Mahama sem because I didn't done it trimuno. Oka MPP for nyina adwini boma endu John Mahama adwini peace. So we are going to do this and we are not done. He's going to make mistakes. He's human. He's going to make some decisions that not everybody is going to be happy about. But that does not mean John Mahama cannot rule. It means John Mahama is somebody who is open for interaction, for correction. That is the kind of leader we need. It is like Jamkanin Kwasiafona Mugun China. Mojo said John Mahama is going to fail. No more Jimmy. He's not going to fail. He will deliver. He will deliver. John Mahama, 4 years way, it will be the biggest in the history of Ghana's politics. You'll be shocked. Yekachiramo say, NDC was going to win the elections from the Ashanti region. Yekachiramo, the elections, no, NDC won from the Ashanti region. Yekachiramo. Me say John Mahama, the 4 years they ended, no, you will never Ghana ni be no betu maka John Mahama no asambone. We will beg John Mahama. We will lie on the street for him to continue on yet. Yene, your best line, our Ghana street so Apa John Mahama Chow say he should continue. He respects democracy. But what you can do to help John Mahama is to help the NDC continue for another 42 years to get us where we want to get to. Now, Yanko Enim, team, stay with me. Now, you see this. I'm not done pray. The silly minority. Omwe Jimmy Papa. I mean, you might This is the silly minority. Very silly and stupid. The silly minority, this is how they speak. This is what we have been saying all this while. Say, when we say the silly minority, this is what we call the silly minority. Very silly and stupid. They speak like they are daft. They speak like animals. So MFR was very right, and MFR will be right every day. The silly minority, no, any kwasiafo no munie. Now, maminju bibi munchiro. Yase another praka asembi. Assembly ni bumiankotie another pre the Jimmy Kasano.
So you MPP ni mapa. Now we to say MPP 4 and now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa. Bua MPP ni no na yembu NDC ni. We are giving the EC 1 week. 1 week. 1 week, 7 days. The EC must come and declare our candidate as the winner of the Blekuma election. If the NDC led by Mahama Yariga will not be reasonable, no matter as you say, a Blekuma based on all the evidence available, the winner, no more margin somebody to trust them, they will continue. They are not going to allow the EC to collect.
You see, and Jessica said the minority, the silly, stupid piglet minority group, I am mistake. No. This is another prayer or your MP. On say another prayer cast as some way you council of LWB or MPP woman can be bia. On sa won't so bia can say bia. Says MPP ni ko NDC nia on bununkuno. And this is a fool in parliament telling you and I so you're honorable. Nenum can kind bo. Kwasia wage in the parliament every day. And you know the funny thing? You and I, we are paying this pig. And you see, Adia ya ne say asofo omotene omonsa oba omiaso. Asofo omoso omye MPP asofo. Asofo omote Ghana omoso omde omope no kure ene oman yanchichiri ne ye emu peace council emu Christian council ahemfo akase omoso omde omokasa obi anka bi omunyine hu nkwase akasa we obi aka ne to atwom adentira one of the piglets asemwe anka NDC ni MP ne ko bie na no kan sa asemwe ya anka yenya ohene kwase bi manakasa yenya sofo kwase bi akasa yenya panyini kwase bi akasa adentira MPP ni ne NDC ni ne kan but it's because it is one of them. Because it is coming from the NPP and a member of parliament on him the faith. As we sit here, Anadompre is not a legitimate member of parliament. Anadompre during the election on any MPP for a bobi a tribute to the constituency a kuni to chene. Sakwasiawi. Ever seen the investigations to cry ye Anadompre any MPP for bobi to kuno. Adianche akwa we beka kire Ghana for say JJ Rollins medra and not dompre and in the group o leadi omo no beka asem no ebetena radio so ka kire say I Samuel Abugina Paka na emom no na free gallery ni me bae 2 days ade achen a wasako jele constituency ka kire Ghana for say so obi ehu NDC ni a ombu ni nku no kwase we da hot parliament. Why? How did we get here as a people? These are fools. We momo Jimmy. And I don't have any respect for any of them. You see, MPP for no parliament one. One kasa do any fema. Nyanseni be pa ni wom for any fem. MPP for no parliament is ano. Odi we ni fem sa minority 88 ma. Nyanseni ben ende. Asebesi wo MPP party ni wo parliament. Nyanseni ben pa ni wom obekasa abubejai. Madam PJ abedan one of the crooks. A very dirty old woman entertaining foolishness. Omututu table no gina ho waka ne to atwem and waka ne siesi so and o say nkwara ne twitwi table no because ne bank on ne bangu abrochire because baby and the seat no no sebio nipa dodo no mo ho no o de table hwe omutirim ko mbeto ama no enti ohun Ghana fo say nyina ye jimi enti sa 88 fo no mugu parliament no for woni fam hwe so be hu nyansani ba ko wo ma obetuma asori akasa say obi anye din ebi wom ebi nim. They are the silly minority. The seriously crazy silly minority, no. And that is why we need to know, say, pathway, no intelligent person should give them that room to come close to power again. When you look at the opposite, share NDC, no, share Nipa Omuwom, share how they conduct themselves. Put aside, say, I am happy the NDC is in power, and I campaign very hard because I know NDC a Papa Chair MPP for them to come to power. Put everything. Now look at the NDC majority leader. Share no nano kasa, share the composure, share the respect of Okuta. So who in their right senses will get up and say MPP 88 to 100 answer. Why? And okasa o ferry. So we the nimi nyamunti we the esro. Why? Bebesa wanga tnase. Now we analysis no. And NPP 88 way. Why not to me jina okasa oh we there you ferry anymore. Why? In giantization. Nyansa, none of them it me pia another pray it is enough. Emefa was right. They are in support of this foolishness. And you expect Ghanaians now omokoto abatia MPP no to come back and say most ankwasiafo ya pese to me Ghana ni ben ni nyansa obesa tam to me amankwasiafo we. Wa obetam to me ama we no we Jimmy. Because since Omuluzu power, they have not shown anything be a nyansa. We a member of parliament now be one you expect me to respect you? You expect the taxpayer didn't seek edema jantra for any mano to give you respect? Because as someone another prekano, your gun any simple gun and be in a kaya and can court. So why hasn't the IGP invited Anodompre? Because Dampare is a political IGP. The CID boss, Ojina Hushem, and the Eddie in Kufana him, or Titinaniachi. And I don't even know why John Mahama and the NDC are taking so long to sack this group of people. Why are they still in office? I don't even know why the NDC have taken so long. Because the day John Mahama occupied office, now go see a PAM CID up boss, no, only the first person can PAM no. Said IGP na mo investigated the crime. I was saying a CID boss the first day mo pamri free ho. What is that woman doing there? Occupying space and taking money on unnecessary things. And we sit in Ghana and we entertain these 88 fools. This justifies, say, these people are the silly minority. It justifies it. And be being what bet my catcher me. Ebema margin sister say, in Kofo we Jimmy and they don't have to come close to power. Now, I say, when you study the MPP very well, especially Anodompre and Afenyo Markin, they have issues with a oral. Now, the reason why they have issues with Okujato and oral, and say, those people are in serious land grabbing, and I say they are serious land thieves and government facility thieves. Also recently, Okujato Ablakwa approached another Afenyo Markin. Ever since the 99 years, as I say, we are on count once, he's still moving around and speaking like a madman. The issue say waje futu for asase for 99 years no we jai eno onko ho because that junior say futu for the Jimmy onim say oh we the more time ebetwam, and that is how they see Ghanaians. Now mama nchira akwa we Anodompre, and this goes to the oral team. I will officially send an email to the oral team, and this is very important to Ghana for. So I to say Anodompre jina Parliament now of fighting the oral team, and I say oral now there's a reason. Now you see this woman, the dean at the Barbara Anodompre Nancy and or Warreno. Now woman we oye juma Parliament, so only Anodompre a day tia or Parliament. Enti oye obi beka say oye public servant, oye abanye jumani, because sa lady we very arrogant lady ombu obia okasa te say the wabodam sa lady we okasa te say sebu toilet gunenum. Open one arrogant woman is this lady. Etina Anodompre enene da odino e Parliament. I know a certain girl Anodompre na wa wanje. That lady approached me to tell me to speak on it, or the akwara ni nyina be kire me kwasia we anje ama lady no, she's now frustrated. Now this lady, one arrogant person, yeka say obi a filthy arrogant, disgusting, despicably arrogant, sir lady we your friend Barbara. It's not Anodompre din wa Parliament. I'm going to change but no you more Parliament is technically or a civil servant. Now, lady way, because I civil servant inti, your man government bungalow, Trasacco inside. In fact, that area no, your friend no, Trasacco George's Estate. Trasacco George's Estate. The government gave this woman a government bungalow to live in. Now, sa bungalow no bungalow number 26. This goes to the oral team. You people just need to visit that place. Maybe chira with the ekoswo send be ya mubebusa Anodompre say oni Barbara will say what is going on because they are married now. It no dig away and emu anombe ware we ja Kevin the onkatan sam no hwe kotia WQ album e won de bobeti bombom onyaminti e won de ore beho bibia be fire ma upie fru da wo se nsu to aha de ye dwudwam. In time na Anodompre dino no e Parliament no e no mo ni nemua no mo be ware. Now okay te say we Barbara, arrogant Barbara. This you have something for me? The team no they are adding something to it. Okay. Into Trasacco George's Estate, they gave this woman Udu Trasacco George's Estate Yamamami way government bungalow. Now, what happened was that into Anodompre 2020, Ena sa bungalow na yede ama no yede ama lady no one anodompre renti an apartment e was sa estate ho. Oral, listen. One anodompre renti another apartment estate number 26 eya bronsan omo renti private apartment eya bronsan ena maami we Barbara we no ojai eya government bungalow ni ma na ebusuafo ena one anodompre etukotena bungalow nim ekotena private estate nim ewo Trasacco wa. Okay, now this is the private estate mama fanchiro. So this is the house. Omo renti ye. Time na yede sa government bungalow na mama no. Or the sa bungalow na e was say or trim every time no. Instead say or this sa bungalow ni be ma buying back. Say you see oni another pra worry. Now oma renti another apartment just in that neighborhood which is $4,300 a month no. This lady did not give the bungalow back to government. The lady kept the bungalow and then moved her family, her sisters, and her cousins into the bungalow. It's a government bungalow now. Or no, a apartment, and sika pay $4,000 a month. No, instead of her to release the bungalow, she actually gave the bungalow to her family. And on the another pre, it took nasa down with mu, the same neighborhood. Number 26, Oko Trasacco George's estate. Another pre rented down way. Until right after election 2020, Omuluzu elections, no, they started to move things around. They realized, no, they cannot afford the $4,000 a month building way. So what they decided to do, they decided to move back into the bungalow, but not into the bungalow. The bungalow now by the man, there was another house that was next to the bungalow. Now, I know cheaper than this one. And I'm renti no. To remember, now this one now, omoko renti no $4,300 a month no. I buy this in 2020 no. And omo say right now no, they need to start moving things around. Into omo free hano. And sa government bungalow no. I the man lady, your friend Barbara no. What they did was that there was a building next to that bungalow. A private property and a bungalow no a share wall. Now, Oral, listen to me. This is another press wife. She also works at Parliament. She still has access to that bungalow. Now, see what is happening. Tomorrow, Oral should go to this place. This woman, she works at Parliament. Friend Barbara, another pre. One can say you want to go visit her bungalow. Now, the funny thing they say, sa bungalow no. Any property be no oma rentier any bungalow no bon. What they have done is that they have broken the wall now at that bungalow no any property no oma rent no omo bu wall no and omo ye serious renovation to put the two buildings together. Tonight they are renovating. Nkofo gumu ye juma. Go there. Now the question is, eye den na buying bungalow. Eye wo we civil servant. Utumi bubu bungalow no. Esa to another property a bungalow no ekani nyina bom to rebuild it and renovate it to become your own. The question I'm asking is say Barbara no sa bungalow na aban de man no bungalow no wato na why na ton bungalow ni man no e ya ban bungalow oni ni kunu anodompre e ya dan na mutumi ebu sa wo na da private property ni bungalow no and they are doing serious renovation metuni video. Remember me team na kwa video actually, but I'm telling the oral team to go there because I want them to ask this Barbara another press that bungalow who gave her the right to add it to a private property. It's a state property. I'm sorry. Into Barbara way. Because we more Parliament in this dynamano. Sa area hono JJ Rawlings and a total in Sassono and OCC government bungalows CC so send a civil servant will get bungalows to live in. In Sa area hona there are a lot of houses a dosun nina ya buying bungalows. Into this lady got opportunity to get access to one. Sa time I demand another bread dino. Name one on worry. It don't worry, no, and I'm rent another apartment. And I get on the jai bungalow ni man ebusia for. Inti omakotena apartment they were paying $4,300 a month. 2024 power sign no. Because before power change in 2024, I realized that I be faster because they saw said NPP was going to lose. And another brand news say why to the nyoma year sikasembe problem. Now why nyoma ntemu swa a dynamo beji. Into omu free sa apartment yam de we no. They left this apartment. When I know $4,300 no, they left that place. And then what George's estate number 26 no. So they stopped paying the $4,300. Now they moved back to the original bungalow na Edema Barbara no. And that bungalow no, there is a house next to it. And omo ye den, omo toss a dino. Another pre a toss a dino. And what they did was that as we speak, they have broken the wall that separates the two buildings, and they are not renovating the two buildings together as one building. Now, my question to another Prene Barbara say, government property now, and the omo de air building, omo ankasa personal property, and omo edanomotoeno. Why in the more almost rights no to take over government property and to build, to change the plan, to add it to a private property? We want to ask another prayer, and this goes to oral. And I want Okujato Ablakwa, Mr. Kofi Boache, Martin Kwebu, Mr. Dumelivo. I want you guys to go call this lady, your friend Barbara. Only another prayer, no. Mon friend or parliament. Now, Momusan say, your bungalow, are you doing any serious renovation? Why are you doing renovation? Is that your right? Why have you broken the bungalow down to add it to a private property? Is it yours? Did anybody sell it to you? Who sold that government property to you? Hehehe. It's a simple question. Monday, I am officially going to petition a oral. I want them to call this woman, go to Trasako, George's estate. Namumusa Barbara say, government bungalow ben or team, onfa a dino. Oral, go there. Meno kasana jui. Renovations cost so den ting. King. Omo budana tuogu. Omo buwono. And omo de property na join it private property. And adopt another prayer de yenya dying AC castle. Kwasia. Ojera social media ka say MPP for nkoku MP NDC for another prayer kwasia we. I am giving oral till Tuesday. They need to send a group. In fact, they don't have to even work too much. They should call Barbara to lead them to her house. Because on record, Barbara is living in a government bungalow. Let all go there and see what Barbara is doing. Another pray on an ere. Osemeboa. I am personally going to send a petition to Oral that this needs to be done. Renovation, baby, they can't change anything. To property, a government property, and bu and boom and city mansion. Assassin ya mene wodia. Bungalow ni ya mene wodia. Teacher ni betuma kwatena ho. Lawyer police ni betuma kwatena ho. Aban adwuma ni bia betuma kwatena ho. This lady is breaking it down to build a mansion on it. Samoko one enya no kura mo beka nkyere me. I am going to show you videos from Monday. But I want Oral to know this. Mr. Dumelivo, Mr. Kofi Boache, Okujato Ablakwa, Honorable, Mr. Kwebu, and then who again? The ball is in your front. Monfra Barbara, go to her house. Official bungalow. Namubusa say, Adena Obubu bungalow now, or they are joining private property. Easy. I'll be back to continue today's show. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version. Abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. Abuache. You will for Belgium, it was two a Belgium, why oil, why round, why oil, why round, why oil, why round, why oil, Supuno, why round, it was for Belgium, it was two a Belgium, why oil? Why round? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round? Why oil? Why round? I watch it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to tell bad. Where you mind umkramba.
When you are the nkrama. Ejumana beda ho ama oral. Mo amuti area ho. Sa Lady Barbara we change a year house helps by 15. Or to be tuned to Sugu house help in him. She didn't know say one of her house helps no name relative. Sa lady we change house helps I was if you obey 15 times. Sa Barbara no or to be tuned to Sugu house help in him. Another prayer. She's able to spit. But no name say one of the house helps in my cousin. And I was watching. Now me show mo. Now mo yeah. Mistreating my cousin because I stay in there. I want to know what is happening. Or to be tuned to Sugu house helping him. Barbara na another prayer warrior no. A filthy woman. But it's simple. I want Oral to question her. No mon kwasa feel because on record she has been given a government bungalow. A child person catch say a man government dying. She has been given a government bungalow. At the end, the Wobubu Dina or they are joining a private property. Simple. They were paying $4,300 or some apartment. I'm the chairman. Sa property near one next, they were paying $3,500. Another prayer was paying that much. Another prayer maker says, "Sir, apartment now and the Owebu the kind of Omebusa say new rado saying." Now, to Parliament, instead of them to ask serious questions, they are asking about somebody's rent. You bet you will be a rent, and it will be a sasia we are. Now, yanko enim, the silly minority. Me shirt today full, 9 shirt, right? Yeah. I mean, yet photo shoot kakra. Girls, no, obi anye radio. Kevin be photo shoot. Akwa mucha. Girls, mucha challenge munya. The silly minority, munya intem. Embra. Ujame kwa. Embra girls no. Daddy, Zazie is here. Hey, Baltimore, Zazie is here. Girls man Embra. The silly minority. T-shirt nanani. Mama Embra. Yeah, modoa. Weja. Unsha kwada. Wabodam. Shout in about could be $100. Here be send you a message. A bro original. I watch it. $100. Solid pa now won't tell my chef on that. Acquire or yeah advert to a TikTok or so or toncast grass and brack. Brack and grass. Akwe otonton ka or ese TikTok or say ne ka no grass and bracky. We a brack and crassy. A crassy and bracky. I we ja. Is akwa otonton ka working. What I don't know. I make a way the mom roof na grass da so and it's a brack tinted. I we so a brack and crassy. I we ja across the bleach, across the liver. All right. $100. Jefu. Hey, me konan dem $1,000 bishem hu. En from that too. And the mini paper man $15,000 is me fan shame hu. Hey, in Granfoni bi was go. I oba me fi also Kevin take 15,000 my friend. Say also take. E wana me je na me ba no. Na ma mwana bia sha 15,000 or that chame. Manafo nkran in kran for o me nipa say short man nkwan na won kran ya because some them $10,000 now you know star be short man ma me sika kakra bia tu no. All right, now mo me nkwe nam dwudwa de bi mu nkira mo brack and grass and where brack and crassy across the blade and across the liver. The brown blade is above the water. Now mame endi sa enkomo we you see in parliament. I had a minority in parliament, the micro silly minority, no. En kwasiade a in the parliament, no. Speaker Alban Bagbin, 8BA committee, omo investigations. Ewo en kwasiade a isi o parliament wager for MP no Jerry. Bema we use the trum. Anopa osore odi blade tete ne hwena no. Otumi yi tata blade. Na ode tete na bodwe. Time ye ni abre a ye foka akodwuma no. Not the kwasia tetina bodwe Jerry we jagba we for MP no sa kwasia pay first time in parliament of twa no ho an ho kan pokre kakra bon no ho rexona kakra won ho sunlight any pokle na osawo medisoft bema baako. Now omudi nkwasi asem no parliament we na speaker Bagbin say we be a committee a sa committee no entena se na omontoto obia no ohobia no na yenhwe de odifo na yema emra ne nyedwuma ana se yentwe nipa naso ana nipa kuofo no yentwe omaso. In parliament, the silly minority led by the silly Afenyomark and the silly Anodompre were there. The majority too were there. They all agreed that a committee should be put together to investigate what happened during the vetting. Abwa osun and the takra son. Some were 188 members in parliament. Now we're 88. I don't expect or you don't expect me to share the same seat with you. Kami abwa. Inti Alban Bagbin say abwa osun and takra so inti NDC for no enko for obviously. Ebe adas chiachin kwasia for no. Now the funny thing is Alban Bagbin ST up committee we know. From the beginning, the NPP could have opted out and said, say, we don't even want to volunteer anybody to sit on the committee to listen to incidents and to gather evidence. But the funny thing is, the Afenyomark minority or the silly minority actually went ahead, agreed to what the speaker said, and said, say, you know what, we are going to get our people to sit on the committee to interrogate or investigate the matter so that we can come to an amicable conclusion. So from the day Alban Bagbin set it up and as the assembly about parliament, if the NPP, the silly minority, had the problem, they wouldn't have even in the first place be part of the committee. But you know the funny thing, these little twerps, these silly minority, they agreed, they sat down, they concurred, and they said, yes, we need to also bring our people to sit on the committee to question people on what actually happened during the vetting. And for them to even nominate representatives to sit on the committee is basically admitting that what Alban Bagbin has said or what Parliament has arrived is the best thing for both sides. It's Afenyomark as the leader of the silly micro minority, they actually got people to go sit on the committee. Now, the hearing started. People were being called. Minority members were being called. Statements were being taken. People came and made statements. People came and corrected facts. People came and gave a vivid explanation of what actually transpired. Time ana adieno Asia omububu table anodom pre kwasi ampanyi ne omomaka no entokwa esi ewo vetting nase. Halfway the vetting from the statements and also from the accounter oma ye fro mu ni nyina no ebeka ye no. In fact, the majority leader, respected majority leader, took time off and came to sit before the committee and told the committee, "The owu ye nyina tro do." The people who were there, in fact, the clerk to that committee came there, spoke, gave her vivid heading, a part of the story. Workers of parliament who were there, in fact, the marshals, which is parliament police leader, any committee vetting place and Tokwadisi, almost part of the story. They gave vivid explanation and accounts of what transpired. And the funny thing is, the NPP minority, that is the silly micro minority, still had their representatives sitting, questioning, and listening. And no alone, the crowd say the NPP had admitted or agreed to be part of this process. Now, maybe you don't know something. Now, sir, committee where Alban Bagbin put it together. No, it's a committee that has powers at the High Court in Ghana. So you cannot underestimate that committee. In fact, when you walk to that committee and insult them and they say you can go, you have to be jailed. You can go to jail because when they sit like a high court. In fact, Southern Ghana Constitution now, let me show you something here. When you read the Constitution of Ghana, now we share committee na Alban Bagbin, at the Parliament, standing orders, and embra etiena. Okay, Ghana Constitution na ewo muchodo say sa committee na afenyo marking from the beginning ejitu mu say MPP for bekwa kotenem atoton kofo no maye hunu kure no. They admitted said that committee has powers like the High Court. It is already chapter 10, the legislature, which is 103 committees of parliament. So parliamentary committee some of the committees and also committee it has powers as the High Court. It will power to say High Court. Now, so already 103 Committee of Parliament, this is what the Constitution says. Anytime catch will say, it is not personal. It is about the facts and explaining to Ghanaians why Jandam, I was here stop Jandam. Anything at this platform is big. We get a lot of people coming on this platform to listen. Already Constitution of Ghana, this is what it says. A committee appointed under this article shall have powers, rights, and privileges of the High Court or a justice of the High Court at a trial. 4A. Enforcing the attendance of witnesses and examining them on oath, affirmation, or otherwise. B. Compelling the production of documents. And C. Issuing a commission or request to examine witnesses abroad. Inti almost a committee we Ghana Constitution ne say. So omo tenasia omo otumi se omo be hye obi amana betena omunim atoto na no. Omo otumi se omo betumi aka kire se ye hian krata we fa breye. Omo kura betumi asoma ma yakọ abrochire ama yakọ ka akototo obi anu akọje ayanse adanse e de aba be support dwumadi omudi no. Omo wotumi to say High Court e Ghana. Omo tenasia omo betumi aye the High Court eye nyina. Enti sa committee na Alban Bagbin ejina eye Parliament mraso chapter chapter 10 the legislature over 102 committee of Parliament. The Alban Bagbin ejina so the sa committee no e wotumi to say High Court. And it's hard to me, no, I'm bet me subpoena. I'm bet me say by force, but now on Musa one sem. I'm bet me say wo ko defiase. I'm bet me say wo ya te secretary bi wo ho, bra na bet na so na jire secretary anim. I'm bet me e wo say okotena omanim a e wo say wo dinsie. You need to take an oath. It is all continue now dinsia. It is all wako wura quarter. We dinsie. Assembly a wubeke biano. Ye bet to me the afahu ebu pa ebu fo. And I say ye the afahu eja ama wako. And I say ama the afahu wedi. So this committee now wuhunisano. The majority leader, the clerk to the vetting committee, and other people like the marshals of parliament, and some MPs. It is basically a high court. But remember, don't forget. Say committee we know from the day Alban Bagbin Parliament G2 the NPP from day one nominated people to sit on the committee, meaning they agreed and they respected the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. That is why they agreed to put their people on the day on the committee. So from the day the NPP had representatives sitting on the committee, hearing and questioning, the NPP silly minority, they have automatically adhered or are part of this process, and that they need to respect the court procedure. Iti sa committee no juma mu dini nyina no e court juma. Stay with me, Mr. P, stay with me. It is a fraud committee in anim. Now we decide and also we decline here. It is a high court afro I will say won't call. That's contempt. You can go to jail. Tie. Makai kra tachro. Mama wati asiye. Eyadien sa eyadien sa committee we. Now my emfa parliament na me standing orders no what it says emphatically about this eyadien committee. Yenjujum na Ghana for nyina hu no kura no ma mbiem. When the new standing orders are our parliament no ma menkyerɛ the ma committee we unique and has the powers to say the High Court of Ghana. It is a obika say ndonko committee anymore. Sa High Court no the right to subpoena or that High Court has the right to take decision to say High Court. That committee. Now, so we read the new standing order parliament document we are ma menkyerɛ. First one I'm the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Now I am going to read parliamentary new standing orders. Parliament imra the Kafa committee no. Or say change in membership of committees. Now the change in membership of committees it's not important. So ready baby the red line atwa. Let me enlarge it so that you can read with me. No, let me read it for you to hear. I think most of you can see it. Or say general powers of committees. Committee of committees. Article 1036 of the Constitution. Parliament has infused the Constitution in their standing orders. Meaning every committee that Parliament puts together and what the powers it derive or it gets its powers from the Constitution. It drags its strength from the article of the Constitution's article. It drags its strength from the Constitution. So when a committee in Parliament sits, they sit as a high court because the Constitution, that is the mother document, it recognizes the standing orders, and I say parliamentary standing orders, and our committees in Parliament say a high court. Until when Parliament puts together a committee, it is equally as powerful as a high court. And it's na oko parliamentary standing orders, general powers of committee, Article 1036, which is of the Constitution, 212. Where your parliamentary document almost say a committee shall have powers, rights, and privileges of a high court or a justice of the high court at a trial to enforce attendance of witness and examining them under oath. Almost they can force you to sit and force you to take an oath and answer questions. The committee now who is simple sano, they can demand say come and sit down, take an oath and give us answers. It has the same powers as the high court. Now, the same committee now, constitution recognizing, I'll say, can compel the production of documents. Sa committee will be to say, kofan krata bibra, and you cannot resist. Because you are under oath and the Constitution recognizes the standing orders of Parliament. Parliament standing orders respect the bigger law of the land, which is the Constitution. this article in the parliamentary orders, it derives its strength from the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. When you disrespect the committee, you have disrespected the Constitution of Ghana. And the Constitution of Ghana says, it's a parliamentary committee, it is a high court. So when you see the minority sit in parliament and agree with the Speaker of Parliament and agree, say, we need to have a committee which the Constitution recognizes and the standing orders of Parliament recognizes. Now later, minority leaders say we are not going to show up because in their head, they think, say, the chairman of that committee is biased. If you even go to court and you think the judge is not being fair, you cannot just say, I'm not going to go to court. The procedure to do that is there. You need to write to the Chief Justice to tell the Chief Justice that this judge is being biased and that change him. But you cannot say, when the judge sits down, you will ignore the sittings. No. The moment you do that, you have gone against the constitution of the land. When committee minority, now say minority show up, and this is the reason they are given. Listen to the minority reason. At the Kudientia committee na omu nyinajitumo parliament na omu decline and as omu disrespected committees omu kotsano. Listen to their reason.
We adjourned early because there was issues of quorum. I raised the issue of quorum under Order 64.1 and I drew the Speaker's attention to it. At the time I raised quorum, we were only 30 in the chamber.
I'm sorry, I think we are playing the wrong video. Besides, get me the right video. I think we are playing the wrong video. Besides. Okay, besides, I think I have it here. Thank you, besides, I have it here. I think we're playing the wrong video. Mami bought the right video, man. Sorry, this was a mistake by the team. In fact, this is my mistake. Guys, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. Now, the minority at the committee no face you.
By declaring individuals culpable before they have even appeared before the committee, the chairman, Honorable Bejra, has demonstrated an unacceptable level of prejudice, rendering him unfit to continue in his role. His prior endorsement of disorderly conduct is in direct conflict with the responsibilities entrusted to him in this investigation. Given his publicly stated positions, he lacks the neutrality required to oversee a fair and balanced inquiry into the very conduct he has previously condoned. The clear conflict of interest further disqualifies him from chairing the committee. Amongst other things, he was quoted to have said that if anybody ventures or takes his seat, he was going to be the person. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the gravity of this matter necessitates the appointment of an impartial and untainted chair who commands the trust of all stakeholders, including witnesses, members of parliament, and the general public. The minority caucus strongly urges the immediate replacement of Honorable Emmanuel Bejra to restore credibility to the committee's work. Only through a fair, unbiased, and transparent process can we ensure that the findings of the committee are accepted and its recommendations duly implemented. We trust.
So, minority no committee ni status omodi ejuma no. Omo share say ye toton nkofo no a nkofo ka no kre no. Ehwa na quickly. Omo ka say omo leadership say mama obia anko enkoma answer. Adentira they have an issue with the chairman of the committee. Omo adwim no chairman ni NDC ni. Chairman no akan sembi omo tie kire say or a bias towards them. Now, the issue here is, the chairman no technically, or the judge, one of the judges on this case, is biased. Is it a press conference now? The Bekachre say you don't want to come before a committee that the Constitution is empowering to take care of this issue? Now the question here is, who has the right to stop the committee that has been given the powers by the Constitution to deliver a job? Does a member of parliament or a parliamentary leader, does anyone have the right to say, or best stop it a constitutionally put together committee Juma in the interest of the people of Ghana? Because I would say on press conference now, almost say withdraw, go before the committee. If we say who say Mr. Bezrana or the chairman of the committee no or bias. Technically, Mr. Bezrano or a lawyer, now fundamentally, so court to crana appeals court, because maybe some appeals court normally 3 judges na tenasi. Now say if you say one of the judges now with you appeal no, or biased. Do you decide not to go to court again, or you use the right channel to tell the Chief Justice that you have a problem with one of the judges because you are beginning to see say or bias? Do you stop going there, or you find the right channel to let the Chief Justice who appointed those judges to know say there's been a problem? Because as we speak today, Sir Committee we know, when you want to make it put it in a legal form, the Speaker of Parliament, Constitution man to me, emano etis our committee we no, or not technically, or yet the Chief Justice. So Sir Committee ni BBC. Now so when you say obi ya bias, one of the judges here bias. Who do you go to? How do you go to the person who basically put the committee together for you to go before? Is it not the Speaker? Does any member of Parliament have the right to stop anyone from going before the committee? Because the Constitution says the committee, when it sits, it's like the High Court. They can force anybody to come in front of them. As we speak, the list before the committee, technically, everybody is being forced to come before it. Can an individual or a member of Parliament sit in Parliament and say, don't go before the court? Is that member of Parliament bigger than the Constitution? Now listen to this NPP MP.
Sorry, Honorable Kwame, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Brilliant.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I think I can hear you better now.
Yeah, I think the chairman directed. So I had gotten up, so I don't know what happened, and I cannot speak to the end of it, whether it was abrupt or I wasn't privy to how it ended.
So let's be clear. Why did you leave anyway?
I needed to discuss an issue with my caucus, the leadership of my caucus. That was the reason. I was hurt not to be part of what we're doing because we're not supposed to go public on with a committee work.
Okay, so that was the reason that this was not supposed to be.
Amongst other things, but that's about what I know.
All right, but were you told prior to the start of the engagement, or it was when you were seated that you were called and told that? Because most of us watched that some of you left and never returned.
I started with that. Then I got a text message from the leadership, and I went to listen to my leadership. And I came back to inform the chair that officially I have to be out because of one or two reasons.
Okay. Now, you did mention that one of the reasons was that this hearing was not supposed to be done with a full glare of the public into it, as it was not supposed to be a public engagement. It was supposed to be in camera, if your understanding of it was right. Were there other reasons adduced for asking the minority members pull out?
I think I have to get briefing from my leadership.
So listen to me carefully. Papa Wei or your NPP member na ote a ye committee ni so. Committee ni start here in Jumano and oh sorry. And a journalist in Busani say, dear Nema was sorry if you say constitution is show or party de do a betina ho. And my yenina jatum, dear Nema was sorry or say ni leader or sorry and or contacting the leaders and almost shipping into line and say he should not go back. Meaning the leadership of the NPP have gone against the Constitution of the Republic. Afenyo Markin or whoever is the whip on the NPP side, they actually texted this guy or called this guy to pull out of a Juma Constitution. So as we speak, a mere member of parliament who is a mere leader of a mere group, Ghana for Yatna Parliament Ashemra, say Omundi Jumano, Afenyo Markin, and the so-called whip told the member of parliament to go against the Constitution of the Republic. Because when you read the Constitution of the Republic, it says clearly that when the committee is formed in parliament by the speaker, that committee is basically a high court. Now, when you tell a member of parliament to walk out of a high court proceedings, or you tell a member not to appear before a high court committee or a high court, then you are basically trying to do what? You are trying to submerge the powers of the Constitution. So from what we are hearing from this man, it means the so-called leadership, that is Afenyo Markin and Adodam Predems, they have gone against the Constitution. This is clear contempt of court, and they need to be held accountable. It does not matter whether they come Monday or Tuesday. What matters is they have broken the law, because yesterday and today, these people were supposed to sit. They were bound by the Constitution to appear. It is a would Papa Nankasa small kayana or say Constitution ama medjuma semenye and am leadership catch them say Mama menye into Oma appear NPP for no man nyina. It is the leader of the NPP or the leadership of the NPP that told them not to appear. Meaning the High Court sitting there, a so-called member of parliament, High Court, what does the law say? Because when you listen to the chairman of the committee before they started sitting, this is what he said. Listen to the chairman.
The committee wishes to announce that we have decided to hold a public hearing of all the issues starting from Wednesday here in Parliament House at 10 a.m. prompt. We shall expect members of Parliament, the media, the guests who were present at a vetting room, as well as members of the general public, to voluntarily appear to assist the committee with the relevant information on the incident. The committee has created a digital platform, a WhatsApp platform, where we shall receive multimedia evidence, including videos, audios, and text to facilitate a speedy execution of the committee's tasks. The committee has decided that we will solicit the service of a forensic expert from the Ghana Police Service to assist with the authentication and analysis and validation of any multimedia evidence that will be received from the witness. Starting from this morning or this afternoon, we will start viewing some of the video evidences that Parliament has. The committee would like to place on record that it is not part of its job to target or witch hunt anyone. And I want to repeat it. We are not here to witch hunt any of our colleagues or members of Parliament. This work is to look for evidence of any member of Parliament who may have flouted the rules of engagement in this House.
So this is the chairman of the committee, and this statement was right before they sat. He made this clear statement that the hearing was going to be a public hearing. Afenyo Markin and the chief whip of the minority, the silly minority, did not raise objection to that. In fact, they went ahead to nominate people to sit on the committee. See, this video I just played to you, when you listen to the chairman of the committee, or say, evidence will be put before us. Everything will be before the public. We are all ready. The minority and majority has voluntarily decided to be part of a public hearing. And that we are going to sit as a high court. We are going to bring forensic experts to come and look at video evidence or materials they would need. So how say court has started, not suddenly the NPP members of the committee and the NPP MPs who are caught in the act, who are supposed to appear before the committee, for some reason, some leader or some chief whip told them not to appear before the committee or not to be part of the committee. It means somebody that is Afenyomakin or Anodompre, who is the chief whip, they are the ones who gave the instructions. So the law needs to be applied. Because as we speak now, whether they take part or don't take part, the committee will write the report based on the facts before them. It is like you being in the high court with somebody and you saying that the judge is biased. Abra or lawyer and him say they can use a channel to let the chief justice know, say the judge sitting on the case is biased, but your lawyer chose not to come to court and you also followed your lawyer. Now the judge will still call the case, the judge will still listen to your opponent, and the judge will judge the case based on the explanation or evidence put before him. So what we are seeing here, their absence, one, was caused by the leadership. They have to be treated before the court as criminals because they went against the Constitution and the High Court. And secondly, this committee can still go ahead, bring people who are willing to come in there, and at the end of the day, put their report together. Because the evidence before them is what they will have to write a report on. If anybody wants a chairman or a member of the committee to be changed, they know the right thing to do. It is only the Speaker of Parliament who can stop any of the committee members from administering their duty. So Obi Kachira will say the MPP side, they got their instructions from their leadership and their chief whip not to appear or sit on the committee. It means the so-called leader or leadership, they have to appear before the committee, and the right law needs to be applied because they have gone against the Constitution and they are gone against the standing orders of Parliament, and that is clear contempt of court. This is simple. We are not supposed to talk too much. Afenyomakin and Anodompre are supposed to face jail term. You see, statutory laws are very important to abide by. The reason why statutory laws, I was saying because those are the laws that binds a nation. When we become selective about who the laws can be applied or who should suffer before the law, then it means that the more we become selective, we weaken the law that is supposed to protect you and I or protect our democracy. And to say, it's not say, Anodompre or a leader of the NPP and Afenyomakin, they should walk. It means we are basically telling ourselves to say, the High Court of Ghana has no power. Today, somebody can walk to the High Court, judge the case, so Obetimaka say, Mempe judge nasem into Mimba court, and that person at the end of the day, after going against the law, that person will walk scot-free because we are being selective about how to apply the law and when to apply it because of the people in front of us. From Omankasa committee members, any Omankasa press conference, they are telling us to say, leadership, Anodompre, any Afenyomakin, bumraso. And contempt of court, I will say chiomo. And Speaker Alban Bagbin, he needs to respect the laws of the land, especially statutory laws. They are very important, and we need to apply those laws. So the committee that they can keep talking. They can keep investigating. They can keep questioning people. They don't have to be bothered about who decides to come or who does not. They have the power to subpoena. When they subpoena people, the committee should keep doing its job. Because at the end of the day, the report will show where anyone will lie or which room anyone will sleep. Enti asem we krampo no yendru baby ano afenyo mark ni MPP fo no ebu court mraso. You follow me? And each of them catch a Ghana for say MPP for we omajimi. And as far as afenyo marking eye omu leader no, they will apologize to Ghanaians every day. Normal omajimi. And you see, we need to stop this. We need to stop them from fooling. I was saying, Juma. We need to make sure the law works. I was saying, Oma appear before the committee. No, Ebeka Chere say, why any omu leader na Oma instructions say they should not adhere to a committee. No, and call. No, we want to know who is the leader, who is the whip. They need to tell us because the taxpayers' money was just wasted. On Monday, say afenyo marking any another prekwa appear before the committee. It still does not change the law that was broken today or yesterday because we need to make sure anything say ye di assemble court. Now say a witness a perjin one. The court needs to stop the case and penalize the witness because under oath, whatever you say can have an effect, a positive or negative effect on the judgment. And anything as I share opuni case na at a point and a witness be tia kim as our witness no a perjin one as no because the witness was under oath. Huniriga was supposed to stop the case right there and administer a punishment on that witness and sanoma to us na sa atrona nipa no twae no wa catch the court clerk and said they should expunge it and I said omunyin free BBM send be ya it will not have an influence on the final verdict. When there is a proceeding na say wo as a person ofa wadwene e catch the obi se memani appear before a high court, a committee that has powers like the high court, you have gone against the law. And nitina obia obejina a committee we no took a Bible or a Quran to take an oath because we want you to understand say assembly obekebiano it will be part of the final report or the verdict. A kauna judges never so edebua semono. If you don't take a committee that has powers like the High Court lightly, no. You cannot also call yourself a member of parliament and say, don't go in front of the court. Do not respect them. Don't adhere to their call. When you do that, that is contempt. And we need to stop proceedings and deal with you. So, those who were scheduled to come today and told us to say they had to leave the committee or decided not to appear before the committee, we need to find who gave that instructions for those people who were supposed to appear before the committee and those who were supposed to be part of the committee who gave the instructions for them to walk out. It's simple as that. It does not matter what happens on Monday. The rest can come. But those who decided not to show up, we want to know their reason. They should give us a reason why that man left. But he has already said it on radio and on TV. Say his leadership called him to do what? Disrespect the laws. I'll be back. Abuache.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No answer my Abuache. It was for Belgium. It was Why original. Where you mind
You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 6:40 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. In Ghana, no, 11:40 p.m. So we need to understand. See, people need to understand the say. We take our time to look at the issue and sana yedi. Now, you need to also understand the say. About Ghana, a year politics, and in some ye church moi. Wow, shemeno. Also sometimes also for time we be told also. Say, okay, Kevin aka some way. My men ko share document now the chire no. My men ko kan na men fan to asama esi no ho. Na men because there are a lot of university graduates, a lot of PhD holders, a lot of doctors. Minim said there are so many people watching me. So don't let it look like say mema betran kwa na make an offer. You need to also delve deep. Look for the documents I've shown to you. Anytime they beto na ma kire say I had a free. So you also have to go there, go look for the documents, and then read and understand. The error you better now say, hey, wait, you just here, and JJ Koye say, and Mahama mo, and this is for there, and that is adding the chim. Some quasi speculative journalism, the new Jumabium. Sadiana, you better now, hey, Bema, tie, wait, yeah, side, annuncion yoma Jimmy, some, and yet Jumabium. Ena na yedi yenimu pa ena yenimu omo ena wedi yenimu omo ena kasakwa yemfa kasakwa enchechire man biem sa Jimmy kasa yemubu be so also bo adin na obodin now the documents are chire it is all got na show bi no obi ye na obi ye ena yenimu pa wedi ne yenim ena asemesi bi yenim se ne omkofa aka ena ne yenim se mre bi ni san konfo na bodam because they just want to lie to you. Ask them asama wo kan wunjina so wo he asama wo kano krata be na kire se de wo kano ende miriko kire obi a yanchimi ntum. The reason why the New York Times, the Washington Post, the BBCs, they are credible. People rely on their message to live their life, and they say they believe say almost source near credible. And before you listen to any show on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, ask yourself, Nipana or Kasano, send the asama or can make a baby na obika chem se mimbe ya no quarter metume ya no. That is what you need to ask yourself first. Enti kwa sebe betina hey na yene ne wa ha hwe obi antumi hunahuna ye hwe yene yenim we o we mu de ne animomo MPP NDC for o om de me akonfo we saa nipa no wejimi o ya aboaba wejimi ohun se wejimi. Enti every day no be finding proofs. Ye betina ne de kire wa try and find it, read it. Now they are to asem na ye kan ho na bosremuka ene nkwasiabe ene mfifire ene eyede ensisi yare ene spinal cord achiachia ne ade. Those things they cannot, because you see the young Ghanaian has gotten to that point untumi mfa bosremuka ne ebe ne nkwasiakeka enchange na adwene. No, enya wo a wo ya aigbeni ametia me ya aigbeni di se me kase me aigbeni a e wo se de make bia ogidi. That thing does not work again. It does not work on awanafo. It will not work on bonofo. Me papa yamfantini enkyere se me betena ha me yamfantini nti de meka no na me ninjina so kwa na wagimedi eyankwase wo yakwase. Don't do that. Sa wo ya santini a na kwase bi TV so ya santini na okasa enkyere so ya santini ti onim nyansa ya wa santini kwase a onka nokore ene won fantini kwase a onka nokore. So it is about time you people understood. Bosremuka journalism, speculative journalism. 99% of journalists in Ghana, that's what they do. And Nuntina, from 2012 to 2016, did really a free air national development. A sound kwasi some way na say Ghana and the Yasabedra, John Mahama ne NDC air reset chrono. Jandam. Jandam has no space. We are resetting, we are building, we are not going to allow Jandam to survive. Say obi at TV so any radio so ya Jandama sa nipa no o te se otwe a o se boni tuoku no because sa jandam no ebetuma say man no. See me. So obi ti radio so ana TV so. Ana social media, YouTube. Na se oka asem na ebosrem ka no amfa krata ankyerɛw wan bongyina so wan bodin saa nipa no ote se otwe a onam adukrom o se boni tirimutuo because saa asem na oka no etumi sei kuro. Jandam needs to be murdered. And it is our priority to go after Jandam and murder Jandam. The Jandam itself and the propeller of the Jandam, they are all supposed to be our target. We need to murder them. Because the Jandam will turn around to murder us. As I say, 2016, 2020 people, 2020 elections, you couldn't power Ghana because a Jandam from 2012 and the DBP 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20. Naneku Fuado Nenkwasiafo, we bought Ghana for two. Into the moment we see people sit on social media, try to use a Jandam. No facts. Yenim way asime si de and a din way and a way de yambo that be sanko for no. So we train now clock was sanko for no so because those people are bad people. See a cool train or see a cool muscle because sadie no we betuma say crew. So let us murder Jandam and the messenger of Jandam. So bo otri tua. So bo Jandam tua. Bo eya de otri su tu because so one cool train na we jai Jandam na Jandam de bekun so we jai Jandam no na we ku otwen na otwen bekun enti e wo se o finish Jandam no na we finish otwen no enti e betena ha. We need to understand say Jandam is our enemy. So be betena TV so radio so na or speculate here or a danger to democracy. Sandi pano or see kuni totwene. Yes. Speculative journalism is dangerous. Mati way. Oh, where do you know? Oh, na so we mu de animomo. Where do you go? That be sad no dangerous. Say journalist papa bi atena radio so a or say anodom pre fie, anodom pre yiri nie. Efie we no mo gye house number ni nie. That is journalism. Intimity hey, anodom pre ka so de make court. I can answer in court and tell anodom pre say wo yiri nya Barbara onje Bangalo no mumbu war. That is what journalism is. It is a bit not speculative journalism. Say kuno. Let's not play with these kind of things. Jandam is dangerous. Jandam is say crow. And let us open our eyes. John Mahama Tisuya, a man for me said John Mahama de nakuma ye or wakuma pa on to mean tata ubiano. I was saying ye tatas uncle for no near John Mahama not in Yanko Pon children mine. Tie. King Solomon. Time King Solomon sees one or boni pa na man for jina field de kontokwa. Time na ya bonko for two ya wonko for minimum second. Na King Solomon tifie na oya den or chechere mine. Yenja King Solomon on tinefie. Na King Solomon fa na koma pa Nyankopon e woman no entinefie chechere mine. Na ye ne army for no yenku eye enemies na omopeso omo say King Solomon no. Enti obia obe na adwene say he would try to destroy the King Solomon empire or government, which is John Mahama's empire or government. John Mahama should concentrate and do his job. We, the military men, will kill that person because we need to stop any enemy who wants to use Jandam to destroy King Solomon. It will be physical. It is our own problem. Obetina TV so, obetina radio so, obetina YouTube. Facts. Saboba bosremuka, we will attack you. And the dear young Fancho Bia. It is going to happen. Men can keke. And me assure say Ghana Nibia and Adjunia Jumebia will not use fake news. Into what I am saying, I know everyone calling himself social media blogger, vlogger, or journalist, whatever, stay away from fake news because when you try fake news, we will kill you. We want to protect this nation. Fake news is out. You are going to brutalize people big time. And this is what so to radio, so to TV, so with the facts. Speculative journalism is gone. Where the enemy know? Where the guy say? Oh, where the only way? And at the end, hey, you guys are the end. And yet you may be okay. Now we see now speculative. You better show. Can never fact in the tone. The infantry chairman. Very important. Now, Yeah, you two one and I will reason tia your total system nim. King Solomon will rule, he will govern, he will give us what we want because Onyanko Ponsa Danaso, John Mahama. We, the King Solomon army, we will destroy any enemy who tries to destroy the empire of King Solomon. We will not spare anybody. Facts. So what facts no kwa dia ye betuma agege wotata ye no betena asomdwemu ye bema wani age wo kuro nim ye ntata wo ye ntwaja nto media house ye nye obibia but so okay so all the speculation e wo Ghana nde radio, TV, YouTube, whatever, then be prepared to die because you who be paying and you who be no and then the man nipa wu o Ghana ha between 2017 and 2024 ye mani si biem. Now, let's look at this story. Mate say, Attorney General discontinues case against Democracy Hub protesters who were arrested while demonstrating against illegal mining, Galamsey. You see, the Attorney General of Ghana, Imranti and Mabawa, Omuye Yechre, and the Ekufuado ne Baumia. They were saying, say, a year chairman won't to me, the Bema shall left, the Nisha left, Najun shall left, the Kwasiato, Esohel left, no, on a Lord Komi, on a Kujo Ponkroma, on a Ayadian Gabio Chida, Kukuba Kumo, Kate Jemfuamo, MPP for na, a year Professor Ayadian, from Pop Watting, a year a whole report, catch a coup for the Somonomia Galamseno. Sam Branton Baba no, a demonstration, Tias, Uncle for say almost say Ghanans. Insio ensase. Some branti and Baba we a demonstration no. Almost near from Democracy Hub. Almost de Ghana ye no mo pay. In fact, almost a demonstration no. Now almost catch a Ghana for you say MPP ni NDC pay these people when they had that demonstration. I remember perfectly time I know me a demonstration way. I sat on TV to say when the government is in power. You blame the government, you blame the leadership. When you try to generalize problems when the government is in power, you will miss the plot, and those who are guilty or the people in power who have the right to stop that crime, no, they will turn around and use the power against you. Catch it all. As we speak today, Sir Galam says, gidi. Now, excavators in so now in so say we have to blame the government of the day. We are not supposed to say MPP and NDC. No. Yatia CCI and the Oko Senior High School bia a more papa or one Korani di. And Koran complaining ye. And the Oko TikTok now videos are and Koran are happy. Almost say more bindi. We have to give credit to the government of the day because now we are buying bit to swa na and Koran edi mu ye. So you get it. As I sit here, when the government of the day under their regime, we have to tell them that it is their responsibility. I am not going to sit here and tell you, say, MPP ni NDC, I will never do that. You know why? Because the moment I make say MPP ni NDC, no, say NDC bonia, the NDC will be emboldened to do what they are doing more because me Jimmy, I cannot blame them for bonina or mayano. In my delivery, I never make statement to say NDC and MPP. Never. That is why the two political parties had their own words, they had their own manifestos, had their own policies. They were telling us to give them power. Senka MPP ni NDC pa and komunyina kujina campaign platform bakoso eto domichire saye. But they all have different vision, different ideas, different ways they want to combat crime, different ways they want to save the economy. That is why parties are different in philosophy, in ideology, and what they want to do. So we are not supposed to sit in Ghana. So we need to blame the leadership the right to stop what is happening. Until when these people got on the street, now Mustatika say, yes, they are demonstrating against politicians. Say, I sat on my show to say it. Because I'm saying you have lost the plot. The MPP in power then, no, they will see you as fools. You become a weak target. And they became weak targets and the NPP for no caught all of them and jailed them. So MPP ni NDC pa then na ende the Attorney General under NDC a discontinue case in Ghana for say these people had the right to demonstrate and that they are not supposed to be treated as criminals. But there was a government now power. They did not consider anything. They put them in jail. How can these two people or government or parties be the same? Okwasia and Rebecca. There's a clear distinction between NPP and NDC. And Intina ende Utmuhu Abua to say Manasseh Azori, a liar who calls himself a journalist. In his journalism career, there's only one thing or two things depend on cover: Zoom Lion. So he Zoom Lion through Manasseh Azuri is a twep. Or to say Kubako. JJ Rawlings na mamba journalist. JJ Rawlings we and Odani Abua. This is not the kind of thing we want. We need to let governments know. Send corruption, high. We need to tell John Mahama and his administration it is their responsibility to stop it. So we need to give credit to the government of the day. In 10 months 4 years demonstration, we catch them say, don't go out there and making it look like say a buying or testing on the NDC for the SMA. No, na a MPP Ekufuado Bawumia buying, and they lost the plot and internet chinkora we gumuno. And that foolishness needs to stop. And an NDC Attorney General has looked at the docket and said, there's nothing in there to keep these people behind bar because we are in a democratic country where people have the right to demonstrate and join any organization or group they want to join. You see these people, they'll go back on TV and go and start talking that shit again. Oh, politicians are the same. NDC, MPP are the same. That is the foolishness of some of the young people in Ghana. That is some of the foolishness of some of these young people. It is a politician, no? Now, who young man say, oh, Kasa say, MPP ni NDC, or who say we a weak link. Yeah, because a basana politician or a crowfono, he or she hides behind political parties to destroy you. But when you are able to boldly tell them in their face, you under your leadership, Galamsey was out of hand. We could not even catch one fish in our waters. You under your regime. The dollar moved all the way to 17. You, under your regime, what NPP for? You borrowed over 1 trillion. You, under your regime, we saw inflation cross 56. You, under your regime, Bank of Ghana actually borrowed or made losses over 60 billion. You, under your regime. So you make them understand that there were responsibilities that they were supposed to take. They were supposed to take. You don't sit there and say politicians are the same. Because as we speak today, the NDC government has been in power for 30 days. You cannot sit and tell me, say, the dollar being 15, no, NDC are buying and they move dollar from 3 to 15. But you can tell me, say, the NDC government should do everything possible to drop the dollar. It is their responsibility. It is the responsibility of the NDC government to make sure that majority of the youth who are in the unemployment bracket, they need to find ways and means to create job opportunities for them. You need to tell the NDC, say, the Galamsey menace, they need to find solution to it. That is what you do. You let government and political parties take responsibility for their actions. You don't put them in one basket. The moment you do that, you become a fool. You become a weak link. Then they will hide behind power and destroy you. And that is what the NPP did when they were in power. And on Tamon Kwara, we say jail. In the name, we say all politicians are the same. There's nothing like, something, neutrals in politics. There is nothing like neutrals in politics. You are for or you are against. The people who went out on election day to vote for John Mahama, they went clearly to make a statement that we need things to change. Let us stop this thing of we are activists. We hate politicians. Whether you like it or not, NDC, MPP will rule. The issue is NDC are going to rule for 42 years. So we need to get used to it because it is good governance. Because your fundamental human rights will not be trampled upon. Under the NDC regime, people will respect you as a citizen, your view. Under the NDC regime, we will see leaders who think about the people. Whether you like it or not, the NDC is going to be in power for 42 years. When they go wrong, look in their face and say, you, the NDC, you have gone wrong. And that is the only way we can get this country moving. We should stop hiding behind politicians are the same and that we don't understand why politicians, without due respect, Kwame Nkrumah would the dintin at to no Kwame Nkrumah. JJ Rawlings mameto no JJ Rawlings because he wanted to represent his name. John Mahama won the din, he represents his name. Eye Ekufuado ba omi akromfo we omu omu din. There's a reason why political parties have names, philosophies, mission, and vision. Yatiana Nkwasiafo bi catch them say, the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are going to build a harbor and an airport. Nkwasiafo we harbor and an airport in a way. Near Tikrom ha and Nkwasiafo bi catch say, omoko buankra akwakwesi port etamotumfo edini sika mutisa akwara ekodi ni ho agro buankra the way. Let these people know their flaws, their mistakes, and why we have decided not to make them come back to power. Keep them out of power for 42 years. Do you get it? You guys are lucky you have a government or an attorney general who is intelligent enough to understand that you have the right to demonstrate. And nobody's stopping anybody from demonstrating in Ghana. But you have to understand, when you want to make your case clear cut. Send your where you are heading. We need to understand these things. We can be the activists the way we are saying. I understand and I respect that. But an activist without vision is basically a weak link for a politician to go after. It's simple. If you're an activist and you are not precise, you don't really have focus, you become a weak link for politicians who are criminals to destroy. So you being an activist is not a bad thing. You standing up for your country is not a bad thing. You standing up for the youth is not a bad thing. But you need to understand that you have to have a clear vision and understanding of what you want. And the people who are supposed to take responsibilities for their actions. That is the only way we can get politicians or political parties or governments to do what we want. Because whether we like it or not, now we are paying our taxes to the John Mahama administration. We were paying taxes to the NPP administration led by Ekufuado and the Abozege. So we were supposed to hold them accountable. We need to stop this sycophantic, hypocritical, semantic, gymnastic, dramatistic, cocodious attitude of trying to stay in the middle. Me bro for ba charge. Akwate bro for cocodious. Then go free. Cocodious. Mr. S, get me cocodious. Cocodious attitude. I say coco shall to any different cocodious. Obia koko sha de to a opese o kire se ogina ha koko sha to a you need to make a decision opese koko de kwa na se koko ni tua ho into a cocodious attitude where a koko attitude. You people should let us know where your cocodious attitude is. Esehi akwamete bro for too much Jack. Cocodious, cocolastic, cocodium, cocolism ni nyina ya bro for baako. Cocodious, cocolastic, cocolism, and cocosium. Sa brofu we nyina fa koko hu. On te brofu two note to ho. Jimmy. School kakra wo call am pemase obetenefia and please you know something and please enye sa on te brofu. Two no yete ne enche dan chebe. On te brofu. Kwasi school bia kwara titimantem didi girls. Let abani abefro. And adebia please. It is not me who do it. And it is your choice. Move down. School fumbia okoye. And this is one day. It is your own choice. What the better is the broniaka choice da? Eh? The ben out is a broniaka TV so aka it is your choice da. And I'm papa ni pasum. It is your own choice. That is it your choice. And it is your choice. And we are sad to advertisement team Ghana Airways, your number one choice to West Africa. What is a Bruniaka choice da? Ghana Airways, your number one choice. And here no more choice war and I'm going to say Brunibity TV. So please, this is your choice. Meaning baby amuko suya saadi and kwasia brofo digita not nipa batina Ghana. Nipa batina Ghana digital or say digita.
Who can come and say, Dreketa, as I Dreketa and Grammy will be free. As why would you mean Dreketa? And I only foundation, we say, oh, TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation. At the foundation, I so I know your mates, is on a bad driver. Oh, mate, dear, we are mates on our control driver. Who can come and say, Dreketa, as I Dreketa and Grammy will be free. As why would you mean Dreketa? and I won't foundation be say who TikTok and I will build their own. Who can come say dweketa as I dweketa nkram no be free as why would you mean dweketa and I won't foundation be say who TikTok and I will build their own.
What it Ghana want to brofo Ghana ti kronim obitumi original. Do you know me? Oh, can do you know me? Panada ntokwa. Hey, you have insulted me. Do you know me? And just I did bufusam. I utmi buso say, oh, what do you mean? Nani buofu. What do I mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? Yan can say biom. Na teacher ni buofu adanya. Waka chen say what do you mean? Nani papa buofu. You don't respect. What do you mean, say? I know what do you mean na dan ntokwa. Yet here and Tibrofon Quasiasam, Quasiam Pay Becos Brofo Kitubia, no, I hear it to TV, so on in the able to Jabrofun. Almost almost to Ghana, and Anna idea Fuba Connect a English news presenters no more Ghana. No. Brony presenting news. Good evening, welcome to CNN. My name is Anderson Cooper. Today, the president, Donald Trump met the Israeli president. They discussed international issues and other things affecting the Hezbollah, whatever. Tonight, we'll be talking to Professor. They say, Bro, nene kamasu team, mitie. Our correspondent, Kevin Taylor, is on the border. We're going to talk to him. Good evening, Kevin. Also, good evening, Anderson. We've been here for 5 hours. The president and the president of Israel will be here to have a joint press conference to tell us their new vision for the escalating tensions between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Just say, Otuwana wuti brofo. Ebedru Ghana na akwabrane wa miatai. Ontumi home. Waya pampe. Size 14 na sheno. O ye say suit ni beti. Waya bare. Din Yenimu ni mako. Brofo o kan ofie na kan TV so. Brofo ni mako kan ofie enye na kan o TV so. Din. Good evening. Welcome to GH1 News. My name is Kobena Minka. What do you want to do with? I'm saying, we just want to travel to Accra. Mr. Diana Woyano. Kika brofo ni tintem ne antiasie. Minim di omo ye wo Ghana ho. And we what? Just say uko me hu di omo ye omo ho. Mr. Diana mo pe. Thank you for kind brofo news or Ghana no. Me nim di omo je wa asase we so omo te brofo che. Uni ma de kro ma me ka se mjiro. Every time bi am Ghana bia, omo kind news brofo am yire on tiase. Me ka bibia. Anytime we share English news or Ghana bia on tie do omo kana se. Omo to me and you know, good evening and welcome to this show. Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Kobra Minta. We're going to go straight to the Jubilee House. Me say dian a din na wakosua yensu bia ni makọ betena yeyere ne to se bento abare ebedwam chira sem no. Good evening, welcome. My name is Kobena Nimako. This is GH1 News. Today the president John Mahama met the kings and queens. Dwam no my yeyere omoto no my say, and today we're going to me say din na wo pe o salary ndu $400 o rent eyankuko buo enko bebia. A dinner, why you give him in Kurasam with mere suit on to me, woman, and then feel free to know. Relax one big twice when Bremo was. Just say, get more Momocasa, Omontin news no Mocasa. Brofri did them all. Oh, I'm good, oh, fine. Ya can't get getting, ya started born and the queer child and then. News. Good evening and welcome to the GH1 News. Good evening and welcome to Metro TV News. Good evening and welcome to TV3. Mr. Diana Wope, Ojiding. Asamna Wakota Obekacha, we are Quatibeka. Okotina Obejum. Dioti and Jum, Diana, why you were buried by me? Mr. S. Cut some for me. Nabemati News is to me, kindly and Tiasie. Welcome to Joy News. My name is Ivan Semensa. Tonight on the news, we're going to talk to the finance minister, Dr. Sisi, and also the Agric minister, Mr. Opoku. Tonight, we're going to be discussing the president, John Dramani Mahama, has met people. You still want to say, I didn't know yet to tosio gugu table so. So Mr. What you saying? How are you doing, sir? Tonight we just want to ask you something. Mr. Diana Mope, Evans Mensa, Diana Moje. Won't Germany and this Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Evans Mensa, and it's coming from for us still here. Tonight we're going to be talking to the Finance Minister, Mr. Asoforsin, and we're going to be discussing IMF coming to Ghana. Also, now Obabi yes, and then we say Sika dem accounts mun nyina entumi to Nintendo 30 entumi to Nintendo boxes 30 entumi to de mo wia ene de mo di akosie ya keka ni nyina boma entumi to odi 5 e de na mo ji wa asase we so na ufiri okura na se obewura me nkofo ni mu dia ene se news ni ankan ankeye ejimie amumu bi jai. And the since the boy night say enkran aba TV so and the na ye ma me no mo pon a no mo ti o ma me no makoton ade o ma lata o ma bre kajetia tafo market o ma bre o ma print trotro ho a eti ye ma me no o mo print trotro ho abasoe wa chechire be nan ontumi wo me o garden sika wa chechire aboso be 30 na opim wei wa tere dwaso afita no pa no nsia abedro nwumre no nso o be preka ho 40 minutes, 1 hour. Into what Trakanima not say, what bre na go for about pee. Peace 104.3 a ship house near my memada or to no more download. And then the senior 2013 no John Mahama ugura nkeye eye wura president at a Mills economy ewu ye na ye de John Mahama be see so na end the be see say president John Mahama ye kosie ensema be see the Apollo Pele ye begidwam o se ene menia ba kan de ye tufa eye edwaso so a eye ko bi bo aye den eye NDC eye omampanyini eye John Mahama kasa o se kanea no de beba fom se bi o se obia nkope eye den bibi na onfa say na jandam news ni aswa ni amame mo abre no mo download John Mahama nipa boni pa ni hu bi da o mo download 50 gig 30 gig odurufia do be ka kire bi onte John Mahama nipa boni ni enkwasi asebo nkwa from anopa to enyumbre Mr. P get me. You know why majority of you people won't pay Ghana TV any news because they all do the same thing. Mr. P, give me typical Ghana radio station. They are scheduled for the day. Say, make the schedule of Peace FM, the schedule of Angel FM, the schedule of Inshra FM, Kesvin FM, Sumpa FM. Almost schedule ni a pet. It's the reason why majority of you people don't like listening to the radio and TV. Ni say, Adia no Peace FM no, they are doing the same thing on Angel FM. Adia no Angel FM no, you the same thing on Sumpa FM. They no Sumpa FM no, you the same thing on Kesvin. They are not dynamic and innovative enough. It is new radio now. You know, say about 9. Where would the the same thing? Messias, Metmamo, the schedule of Ghana radios from Anopa Nonsia, Ekosi Enyumbre Nonkron, the same thing. There's nothing new. It is now Kevin Taylor ma now on for the dynamism. A kind of presentation one bar. I say you are missing something because you have lived with a kind or a styler. That style no. Obi radio biano, that is the style. And past 6, the news aba. Between 6:30 to 7:15, na sports for aba. Sports for no koba pe, na morning show for twaso. Morning show for kope, na branch for aba. Branch for kope, na antenna na nko for na be show we kakra. Almost free ope, na political show na ba. Political show for no pompe, na news aba, na asofo na ba, na apon. Kwasi asem ni nyina ni the whole day. Radio be could be also schedule here. Sa different schedule ni nyina na me amount no. Okwa higher sa. And that is why at this point no. Mr. P Eddie schedule no me watch. Mr. P says 7 a.m. announcement. Muntie Ghana radio munyina schedule bako. Jimmy 7 a.m. announcement and past 7. Go. Where the announcement kasiabo and the ebedwum no. About 7:30 per sports. Same catch obehu nyina sports. 8 a.m. newspaper headlines. 8 o'clock no betina say Peace House. Kwame se baka na nkwasha for 8 a.m. Newspaper headlines. It cuts across all radio stations. Over about 8:30 na panel discussion. What? 8:30 panel discussion. Thank you, Mr. P. 10 a.m. show closes for branch news. It is show number starting at 10 no, and also about 12 hour number pound for branch news. That is midday news. Yeah, right afternoon no. Now, almost free now from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. No, my kind 12 news no. Make sure almost schedule anything I'm on per radio beam no, on per TV beam no, because they are not dynamic enough. They are not innovative enough. It is the same bullshit. So. Now 1 p.m. funeral announcement. 1 about 1 p.m. the gym. Almost kind 12 news you be dinko asam na. About 1 na you kind news funeral announcement. Opinion Kwame Ansa ofri hwamwase. Ne nana Kobena Anko one ne sewa ne nuaba no ma omo Germany ende omo da omo asem baako pe omo nana Kwame from Pong or Germany Hamburg wakanchini egu na ebusua enhyehyɛ nie from 1 o'clock omo de ebusua announcement eyi from 1 o'clock omo ye eyi announcement ni wi 1 p.m. eyi announcement no any advertisement no maka bom editwa betes ene yepese adwudwam kyerɛw ende wie the digital betes the esa Arabia we ni nya ebesa otoso so ebesa ye free one aba elephant ointment enti sa 1 o'clock woko no eyi announcement ba na e pompe ad gum information bi ama o omo free wa straight 4 p.m. drive show nom dia shape ayamoda na Moye ni say anasa moye ni sa Slockstone koso ye ye ni sa that ooh po ekwanso brebre me na matena se DJ Antobia ende wie de ma me mama pan ene mo amoton ade e wodwa so ewia no esimu so pe ba me de mekofie asomdwem mani ene DJ Antobia enwuma be de da de lumba o se hwe saga na sa kwasi asam ready go for Jimmy. Into 4 o'clock drive time, Mr. P. Neka. About 2 hours gum drive time nie and the discussion ebe and say yes papa bi na offer ne ba echi and ne ba ko to one ne maame enso e hotel wa adwene ya say frɛ 0244 Iti drive ya ye jimi o ye jimi sa tente ai we de asema da pono so e be kyerɛkyerɛm eye papa bi a awo Antobia se one ne ba etwempena na time hotel no mko na ono so ne yere no one Pentecost of abɛhyɛ hɔ sesi a wo na nka we papa na anka we ne den frɛ no buguso no we kan kwasi asɛm itom de no gyirima drive time a 6 pepepe no maba 6 p.m. news 6 o'clock no the news na gyirem po we ship house abono nsia pepepe yedi dwumadie we ebrew eye no nsia kasebo midin ade Kwame from Poma ena menu aba ekua firima ye ene de nsem no ebrew eye John Dramani Mahama enso ene wakasa eye MPs aye you omo ministers no ene wa show mukina akansem akire Ghana na ba ko so eye agudie mu nsem eye Mr. Kofi Adams so ede nsa ene nsem bi atodwa efa Black Stars ho ende ye bedwum amam Ghana into omo di sankwasi asem ni nyina wie from 6 o'clock no omo be din kwasi asema teta omo ho saa 7 p.m. na omo de bibia e frɛ no 7 to 10 na omo de ade be e frɛ no eye music ahyem nkwasi anyom ho kyere book back is back again yeah book back is back again you call the bucko hey you call the bucko book back you call the chuku eya wodana o say yeah the power wo che no their film what DJ Antonio ni atete ho ni na ma me mu download 7 o'clock yeah Jimmy into bar to be bonum na DJ Danko bar a peace FM no dey atoso
this can paruta yeah atena pick hey atena pick apeke. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan apeke. Kimpalude.
Where Peace FM, where you drive, or be and CB, a DJ, a contemporary. Boso de Hashem, me ho chere, wo, boso kore chika kra, no da ko fa kwa kese, I abodam gidim. Into bar from 7 na, bar 7 no, bon kwasi anyum sa, na about 10. No upon and I had a drive time no enumbre aye music ni besi me a DJ aye a contemporary mesa ba ochna non son pepepe to aye enumbre non do bidin me de onyankopon edamo na minim se ochna onyame bie aye kwan a ye besa ehia not in the last song ashim kir a contemporary nie kir a contemporary nie osi oh was a why din oh, avobete. Obadana, enkwasi asem ombedi eye sex hon komo. Obadana, wow, odoni she, baby deni. Ne titi radio so tie. Obeko lorry stations no gugu bench so. Abana enye, woo, obadana. Advert ne nko a ne titi hon penifo mu tuafu dwene. Ye betie obadana. No mugu radio so ke die ho nsam. Ye Jimmy, you wasted 24 hours no. Obe connect to 207 mu. Ada ye tie kwasiafo bi Peace FM. Ka jantra ho nsam. Se there ade na ne oba ne bema be hia. E man de na mama ekuma mama zimbi ne duku. I say shipa aka na tie mu. Not TV so oba de obu pa no. Na wo ye ne tete ho. Ekura onyame ahye ebu ma na growth wo hyehye mpaase tie kwasiasam. Enti Omusi wie obada na fo no giremu a ma ne kobo be 4 am 4 am pepepe na enkofo na ba reskandale ya bo be ya bo di na ya fro na asofo ne so de begem 4 am omu di girem 2 hours ewrade nya kukuduro ata no beko eyi lorry stations na 207 na mercury bom no eyi mate fo no de entoma sem no mada ya hwe ni fa na se hwe benkum no bi da bench so no bi yeti yenim ni nyina kwasi asem obeko station no driver for that da wo betwa bi into 4 o'clock no say the worship ashem obeko de ne nwom ade no biem ewrade yi de wa yi worship f ade f wiase ne worship de wa yi enyamie yi odo ehun kan ye di amaun asumdue odo enu ana ye hia radie to unshira egu yeso ne atitim ye wafo awurade make the day before wa bojantra ba besi ote worship ba ko ayenja no ko kanyankopon hwene adom adom kasie bio onyame adom enti na mene o tiase obejew into muba wo say hallelujah Prophet Emmanuel Kwame Boateng minie Church of Latter-day Jesus Collection yate yana ya bay and then yumre onye wa give attention no say no dey attention no and ye breki ama ye Yesu ni moja ye de hu benum and na ju fa quotation na onyame asem se wo po onyame asem wa na wa po onyame se wotie nyame nyumi mane kamakoma Brewase na onyame emfa nkodu mu amotu kwan ahomachin eya misofo menemo ebeje motata akosi kumase na ye maame mutim o ma ye din onyame etie sofre driver na atwa bi kwase bi ti radio station e ma wotia on kancha driver no se onyansa no o ye radio etie ye ukowu into almost 4 omo di ginem bo say omo the squad bi aba omo ye be sims hey scandiabo baby senderiabo ya bompa ye ne boy nsemu a de e beto okwan so onyankopon be bre obonsam na se mike so for the car onto a light bill wabo illegal connection so for mia illegal connection 6 months onto a light bill water bill with mia illegal connection ni hu fi free ya bompa ye no mu girem eskandariyabo baby onyankopon we ya gire busio mike eka abeno no enti omo to di girema 2 hours ni aba 6 o'clock biem na sa start sao meboa na omo to girem 2 hours 6 pepe Sa yenye sika to yen tususu yenye bibia ne nem na ebi wu ne esie bi na ebi tu nkofo botom ebi the Bible dia za amanfo agye nkofo yere game boys zu wia nkofo politicians da yen nemu se zu na de achi cycle the say ya o ka kire me say ye Jimmy but still we got me cry pick it
it's can paluda yeah I did not pick it, I pick it, hey, I did not pick it, I pick it, shaking my meal, I get it, baby I so swan, I pick it, can palude. This is for the market, this is for the market, but I am gonna spend the money, this is for the market, come away from me. Come away from me. But I am gonna spend the money for the It's can paluda, yeah. I did not pick it, I pick it, hey. I did not pick it, I pick it, shaking my meal, I get it, baby I so swan, I pick it, can palude. This is for the market, this is for the market, but I am gonna spend the money, this is for the market, come away from me. Come away from me. But I am gonna spend the money for
the popping about him can't for me. This is for the popping. But not that said. This is for the popping. This is for the popping. And that we got ye jinem. Mefa calls this here Miami show. On say no na me dia mamono mo life cycle na me dia mamono. O channel pepe is ya boss e Ghana. Abo eye 12:30 kwahwe omugum. Onyame yi ni hu ye hu na dom worship. Ade afo no menya producer and metuma to worship. Enyuma e friend worship. Ade afo e wasase mu no. Ye ya ye Odom ya ya dom ti na ye dui asensem keka onyame tie ye fa wongo sanoma mauma yentre de wa ye sa esuso so sa keka sa na obi esu ne ya twetwum eyantwimu enwum twetwum ya worship mama fam ko ndwere mo ho wedwa hello ko
Mama yenche de wa ye eso boss no yesu me ya
kasa
what is there
low out team
I'm not going to hello
no hello caller what's going on hello no I don't know what's going on here hello caller nah guys hello caller
yo Mr. Kevin
kasa
Michelle
Miss Michelle
but Michelle na Mahama Kabi bi say nko for no way you omo no e so omo ye adwuma ma no but Michelle say o ma na adwuma so 2016 nimpa no de no two runway no Ghana runway no ano no bubu sa kwete say wo CMB ewe ho no oni no die ni mo bubu sa eda ni na ene ne Philip Addison nti sa wo so mo ni nko sa na wo sa ewe ho ni na e runway asa kwete say wo mo bubu no ene dan suma banglos na wo ni na no nti orado so mo kwa sa ho yin hanka.
Thank you very much. That's this issue. Hello caller.
Hello Kevin Michelle.
Me also.
All right. I saw my mother carry a new program by tell me if I saw Fatty Tamami why. If anything
Ye na mu ye Ghana no a mu sisi kwan no. If I tell you I party man mu njai na mu di ye no esi kwan uti ka mu a. Untumi nkobe bia e sabote be du kwan Ghana na ye se tie kakra no mo kwan ni nyina. Na second one is say
Omdi ye area ben.
Omudi ye untumi nfa be bia fa bia na kwan nyina esi.
Enkanfo na pesa de ne pa enkanfo. Okay, Ganasi egbonyo funeral, a block road, plastic chairs unnecessary.
Asomo Kevin Ebre. And the second one is say and the second one is say because of Dublin now may 4 years here the council is all Dublin here too because of Abukwado the council and me pass our financial to Jamaica.
Thank you very much. All right. One kind for man, I'm going to block the year. One kind for my petition gamanch. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, madam. Go ahead.
Good evening, Kevin. It's Mercy. I'm calling from Australia. God bless you so much for our land, Ghana. God bless you so much. What I want to ask you, where is Fowler? That man who used to talk about the Mahama, things that Mahama has done?
Ask. It's been a while, right? Yeah, I need to ask.
Yeah, it's been a while. Because of that man, I fall in love with Mahama. Please, I want to know how he's doing. God bless you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin Akwaba.
Good evening, Akwaba.
Yeah, the woman is one can wish I no don't pray. Area now we buy on in the year in the ma. I got tonight. We send Crawford we Ankasano. Womu po 8 years womu ntimi nsiesie o hwe kan kwan da o manim hwe nkrofo no won misi uko mu krom na akohia wo mu a omu ye nkurasefo rough omu bankra no be guy o anyway Kevin me bezanya me bo next week me send you documents bi about operation of illegal mining na nyame ya adomo study na wi ade
your website your email address no the bottom of the screen, just look at it and send it through there. The team will get it for me. Why?
Mate.
Thank you very much. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening. We have you. And Pabono, Yabwa, Yakakados. Kados. Ele Bablani Kados. Wapenranka.
Baby.
Ele pay Kados.
To me, Bonacana stop it.
And why had you? No. Kados. I mean, right.
Thank you very much. Kados. Hello, caller. All right. I'm in fact caller for Froha. Empire no.
Hello.
Hello caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Kevin, everything.
Bibi aboko.
In the middle of my ass, Kaka, fine. But let me see. What's the Ghana for your chumpa? We share mine, ex president, your TVT, my and this be communicated with Kokana. Oh no. Should we Ghana for see a 2 manubun so on my patch on my yamba and apology? Say opa or betray sign. And so she nyom kutna Parliament or ex-canfa rolling so and Ghana for now you deem Ubiankasa and you know and I can see your young way to dream it a call here you have a poke for the one can see and this one I mean saying actually Kevin yes so yeah na wabo wa me na enye kura
yeah back for hello caller
hello
hello caller
hello good evening Mr. Kevin
yeah
Pastor Bingi mine so you follow watch your fire yeah Pastor the American say don't mama on fan Nancy from hello
Bingi kasa lower TV no lower was set me the day say phone yeah
I'm with you phone I'm say your mama on fan and Nancy from kaka na go for mu Jimmy too much at least oza kufadu wo no na omu Jimmy sa intino your mama where present in the bibi wo so team the Nancy from na people for mu Jimmy too much Parliament
thank you very much. All right Bingi man hello caller. Go ahead. Hello, caller. All right, caller, when you're ready. I'm fine. Another caller. How Udi 2 seconds. No one can say Ubi beju position. Sanity. Hello, caller. Hello. Well, Hello, caller.
Yeah, good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, boss.
Good afternoon. Yada Aziz Afan place. The that who you talk about, see, we are proud of him. And Parliament, so Mahama didn't see what a man to be who say the Omi don't come or Parliament or any Omi or honor. And I one of us who say project now, was sharing of football, say, obey route, Afan place, so bad the first road, and I Afan place. As a one and you money free a quine in your back say Selena or more quine.
But I say thank you very much. A friend please for no hello caller. Hello. All right, my fat caller Ash. This caller could not stay on. It's exactly 7:35 p.m. US East Coast time. My man submit my fat this caller. Hello caller.
Hello, hi Kelvin. How are you? This is Kel.
Ready. Hello caller. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Kevin, but seriously, say, and you made some money, me were doing now, me no can say, man, quite jaya into man coming to yourself.
I get you a dig. You made the street is so, been in your cost you Ghana.
Look, seriously, I wanted in a hand, be again. I'm calling from London now. In 17 years, but Mr. Kevin, yeah, shall be. But the person can say, yeah, almost friends, majority in Parliament. No, I think it's time that just monaso now Jumama NDC and member to Abamomo, because it looks as if said everything that is happening. No, I said. The minority is overpowering them, and I think that it's hard time. I just want to know no more obi who say 180 something parliamentarians now said the youth no ejino munasu say omo person omo call Jubilee House or now omo ko jino man they meant it because they after new marking any akwana we take time line obo na power. Just a new moment you need to say and fuck one. It's a Kevin. You best say so only minority for majority for the Bekasa leaders in the Bekasa. Now omo dijuma ama sebi woma papamomo.
I appreciate this. All right, thank you. Hello caller. Hello. All right, my for call. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mr. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
This is Jawula from Tamale.
Jawula, go ahead.
I wanted to talk about Dr. Opuni issue, about the court issue. So for now, is the court going to compensate them or not? Because their case, because for the past 8 years and later they said they don't have any problem. Is the court going to is the government going to compensate them? That's my question.
That's a good question. Are they going to compensate Opuni and Agungo? Hello caller, for wasting 8 years in court. It's something. That's a good question, though. You never know. We can ask. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, my info for hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yes, madam. Go ahead.
Hi, Kevin. This is Thelma calling from Illinois.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say that I think the minority, they have come out to say that they just want to distract what is going on in Parliament. So that's what they want to do. So it's like whatever the NDC is planning to do there, they come to destroy. So I think they just have to focus and do what they have to do. It's because they don't have the numbers to pass any bill. So all they're going to do is like every time we're just going to drag your feet down, you go up 10, then they just move you back forward. And everybody says, oh, why is JM not appointing us to be ministers? And I was telling somebody that, JM can appoint all the parliamentarians as ministers. Who's going to do the work? Because even the parliamentarians, if you're a minister, how can you do your work in your constituents? But people just don't understand that, that particular area, like, oh, we have to give them their post because they've worked hard to be, parliamentarians. But you cannot do that, But I think you have to explain to Ghanaians that if JM gives like half of the parliamentarians, ministerial politicians, who's going to do their work in their constituents? I think sometimes you have to, explain it further to Ghanaians because they listen to you most of the time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Thelma.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate this. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. All right, he dropped. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Your friend Malam Bimali, aka Fireman. I came on down and me free. Mr. Kevin, yeah, the was it. Nakopon Shroud. Say John Dramani Mama by. I came on down Ankasa. Miss you to know. I'm on sign and we say I'm Papa Pay over Bujuma. Mino Numribia, we are asat now. And John Dramani Mama, you to know, and we say I'm Pomoto Abaman. Or be Omobe Jumanso Aman. And yes, sir, Parliament. More yet to say, I say your opposition. Parliamentarians, NDC form, as if you say, MPP na majority. You best say. Omunye Juman my Mom Bulo, Omuntraso
Mame since it's 1 month ni Parliament etnase ebe sinne. Me be say me busa obema bumfu. NPP for to me as stop bibia NDC for person your Parliament.
They will want to stop so. Almost stop away.
O problem you know say I say omuye did too much na NDC for nye did anameboa.
Stand here.
But I couldn't tell you to aba ema NDC. Said you to aba ma NDC no. Eno na ye twen say NDC be ya ma ya anameboa.
Yeah, that's it.
NPP for nye did no.
Ampa.
The we hear say betting tax ni you free E11 no on be ye free. Sa ejuma no be into mom nkam. But
and Haji, me a Muslim. I'm calling me a Muslim. And then Haji Yateso from 75 to 62. DNFSA Muslims will be a bossy.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you. All right. Hello, caller. They did the Omeye, but we just need the work done, and that is what I expect the NDC to do. The Omakas on baby and through Parliament, they should get it done. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin. Let me say, SIC lady Asemno. Ubit me my details kakao who say me my dream train say kama buy no money CKBA because nya buy we na employ no.
I don't know. I think that I'm so I redraw the case in the court. But we own say Mamika bin Chamo. These people she will dissolve by herself. So lady we know Canada. Mumbusan say then free Canada ebedru kroma. Bet me am on the story.
Because
lady way on your stable.
I was say nyame ada program no. Who pense yeah ni se mu pa. Because appointment you free so you me who government appointee be me na be age more GCB MD no one ye no who so be take government on tell na won kwa person take government on. How does this make sense? And I'm also so who catch NDC for no so say Mahama all share this managing directors no mo salaries ne or mo bonuses no mo jino non so also protected the public pest or take expenditure so I was say would it to when you no mo share aspect no so
me that say lady ya mo kana say me e wo SIS way mumusa say then no free Canada ba Ghana mo de mumusa say what happened for her to move from Canada to Ghana. Mo friend say Onefred Owari, the former registrar general Nukunu Fred Owari. Mumusa say Onefred Owari. This lady is sleeping with Fred Owari. Mumusa lady was so free. Onya okay, onya stable sao. Mo de mumusa no one question say then no free Canada be drew Ghana. Now mumusa say Onefred Owari. Ene dear the see. Well, no, she's just going to make noise. On your stable, sir. Now Mumusan say HFC. The involvement with HFC moon anything. Mumusa salad way. HFC, what's her involvement in it? Only Fred Owari. And what made her move from Canada to Ghana? Well, mono, they are lightweight. She just wants attention. You guys, you jump the send you better jail. We are better jail. On pen and once a month, on my day way or China, on trolley, on you release on free office. Monday, offer keys in Comomo. Monday, offer keys in Comomo. Mumuzan say, I don't know if we Canada back Ghana. On a Fred or worry, DNA course. Mumuzan say HFC, involvement beno womb. Mumuzano. Obeko jail kura. Mo guys me man to Monday offer keys in Mra. We destroy a fine. Hello, caller. Yes, Kasa.
Good evening. Na me pese bi busa question bi o. Akoya o ti nyankopon afre na o call parliament o de ebo kobobo o screen o cast screen sui. O mo set committee ansa ne ye chi ye sentence na na de.
Abi a chi na ne mo ana.
Ye wana. Ye chi na ne mo ana de coin. Ye wo parliamentary register here on footage. I don't see any committee ade de. E na ma police board na ba chi wo boy akọ. Committee be de ye wo we o. You wouldn't pass what you said for public property. Who said a whole MP? Yancy Biama with the whole channel. I did on camera. Committee very as I said to you. I get no more police by Obama. And I maybe move. And I maybe move.
I go tamper about them and I say thank you. I go tamper. All right. Hello, caller. You have a point or no? This is for the popping. Hello, caller. Monday, Jim.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Idea about me pese Mahama administration. I don't know how this can get to them, but we're free media. Mahama should start something new, which is either daily or by press. Something like who's a U.S. daily we the White House or the press, they meet the media because Kevin, you provided NDC free advertisement 24/7 for 4 years, going back to 8 years. Swati, what we say because of Jandam, Mahama, they need to counter, and they need to counter directly. Whoa. And as our daily press conference, every Friday to meet the media. He has to appoint somebody in his cabinet. The same thing happened in the U.S. News, and you put you are always ahead of the entire country, and the people. Once they don't even understand why. Oh, Mahama Baya and Chi will be share prison.
Yeah, they don't get it. It's a process.
People have to know those details. Sir, I have to elect. They have to appoint. I have to appoint, and they have to also. Parliament has to vote for my people, and so now they will start their work because if you leave the vacuum, I'm telling you, this is going to impact NDC and whatever 32 years now your panel. But this, however, this message gets to Mahama and his people, this is very important.
Thank you very much.
And Mamina Oka said, appointed in Parliament. The Constitution requires 30% from Parliament. And this is why Mahama has appointed a group of people to look into the Constitution, where one of those things to change. Because to have a parliamentarian and the same person being a minister, it's too much. You are asking for too much.
Yeah.
Because their constituency need them, and the country also need them. And Kevin, please, however this message can reach Mahama, especially my first inquiry, because the president needs to put his message out there.
Thank
24/7.
Thank you. 24/7. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Hello, caller. Hello. Yes.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
I like your t-shirt, but you are missing one word. Micro.
You added to it.
You're missing one word. Yeah, add it. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. I really appreciate you. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, Kasamit you.
Mr. Kevin, munyana munkanche papa na umbrambi sa nuisance taxes.
Obey. Omeke, munyabutre. Parliament will start sitting. And then all these things will be cleared. Remember, Omoveti a year deputy ministers new year asamasa. That is where we will see the action in Parliament. the NDC will clear all those taxes. Betting taxes because you hear betting taxes because game ni edie and I was here jina naso 11 no ebeko. So those things NDC can they will do it. Munya butre, it will happen.
Mr. Kevin, mon country almost say omo de omo yi fi ha omo fa fines nsumbra fines. Yen sha say fine.
Yen fine go for okay, me that
say. Yeah, Ghana omo here because Kevin me ko feel last 2 months nke ka de zebra crossing ka ye kume.
Omo nim zebra crossing no. Omo nim stop sign no parking stop. Omo nim say dey enye adwuma o Ghana o.
Me dunya me.
Udu abokobi na ba wo se bifra brochira ba meduru abokobi bifra brochira ba era zip ye ku ato atwene era say wa kodu abokobi bubu asi wedu akontomra be I it is I have the right of the way and this is the stop obe ku ato atwene baby obo ko driving school and job stop sign o sa zebra and no parking and I show hazard and the right turn Ghana oko genius with tears wait oko tear break why ye she left bibia wodo ono kwa microphone for oko driving school asa o say I she left obiriba ana chokon achokon ewu obiriba bibia mbay and wodo but papa wodo I sign edition the driving school no into my own my pocket zebra ya kuatu atwene abokobi obobotu obobotu atwene zia abokobi ene eye okponguro obokuatu atwene ukodu eye lashibi be ho I America there you know when you have the right you be too tired ya shootim omomko driving school UT infant for no wa infant for driving school da driving school infant for driving school oda atna form fashion break adashe break fashion crotch hwen tokorem hwem car be na so be it's a bibi ba on forward but we it dash a break it dash a clutch fast first or no kire obi driving no or the phone so it dash a clutch hwen tokura nim it hwen tokura na atwo kon hwe car be ba and creator ba also on ba on the wodo eya ehu the car be ba eya atwo nsa na stopping na stopping na awfa wodo na indicator enyim indicator also on kwampo de on here answer na ebe kwakoson na ka no wetwem ehu there passengers wo kwan no do ye fast na for passengers na ja road instructions no sa na ekrom ye kire driving into there on am yem dem free from the United States and in America when you get to the light you need to stop ye do watare down popoporo wo zebra na zebra cross na paper ye to be kum ye ka to be bow na ya kire say wo zebra no wo antelope Ghana na car to be born with zebra crossing. A born that go to be so oko Antelope Junction. Zebra on your na wu ye. Police need to make chalk. Then I'm going to accident to na police at chalk. Now I throw from I say boss, we dey check office. Car to be born be first light. Now I go to second light. Now police need to make second light I come back home. I say boss we dey all hitting no. I over hitting no. But I hand power I say car se bobo so aben. Yen office. Ya hold the yen be ukwa survival left fast obo kwatu actually that go follow. Hello caller.
Yeah, hello Kevin.
Yes.
Mamonia to the train say me person me hu say obo ano don pre video bi kire.
Yeah.
Now o say omo ba be frustrate NDC for parliament. Say omo wo fi ho say omo be boa ma ya kekere Ghana na say atitide no ba no suba money no be kire omo so omo destroy Ghana na that's wo omo adwene mu anti omo ete no wo fi ho. That's what kire me mu kakra nsa na ma for the second.
On say omo kan recently afenyoma kan they are in parliament to distract parliamentary proceedings.
Yeah.
It's on agenda no there's nothing
nothing na say here say Ghana for your better Obama MPP party be afa onko ho na onko say mine no fi say mine nko so na ye hwe na munya ya ye ko frustrate o mu ye ko ye say ye mo mu nye hwe ene o mu ho be kire o mu no o mu ho be sisi o mu no eno no nya mine titere na wo o adwene mu say yo mine say na that's wo o adwene mu wo
me that say thank you very much
it can be me me say say yenya followers no yes yankofo nso na kwoto abama ya we ni abai say position si ye chiche na yes yankofo no yes position ni say
na say yankofo enye obi a benya position
and then pesa me try was yen yen bi na ya dia ye pe na yem position bi e boro so ye pese say dey pe na ye kakra bi je di kan district court ni nyina wo other district ni na ye pese TV stations no aya omun ko enkotwa video mfamere ye news said ye be ya kata se na omoje nkokọ de mponche gadi nsem no
district court corruption no wo hot district court the cost one
no ye person odin free home my Mahama ma omuntwam na TV news enti judge no wo dia ponche ye hwebia ye hu wa dia ponche so ye hwebia ye hu emra te said ye maame na anum case bam ye hwebi no onum so mfabra sa me ye hwebi etosu no ye nu
yes bu thought wo so pe one thought yes bu thought wo bu one thought be say ne fakakraka ho wo hwie manane ne ho wo hwie ade duru anu nam se hwie gum wo hwie manane ne ho na wo sa hwie another one district court there na district court ankasa de jack krono a any corruption e cost district court na so ko district court a judge ne kura ni power wo inkofo bi ne na wo crack for no frimpon enda moba ai na se ka se na wo twe be de to so na yo sanka bo era de jagobo obekọ district court oboase district court tete no obekọ echiro as supermarket board ya twere ha akokọ ta ha na ntwe gina ha aponti gina ha na obi gina ho adan a wofa na se emfamra judge obose clerk pia bontene ho na ubapa wai ubapa asam no wai o se na obapanyini no obapanyini man kan chense na wotwe se na ohu board no obagi akodi na wotwe se nde na meka se nka mommra na nde na wotwe o se frimpon na kan yo ye de wo ho mikofuom ano kasa asemi ya asasi osi na wotwe se na mafrenti ne ma so eja ye tumufo a ye kasa kira muntie na wotwe se nde chise nde na nkeka asem obrehisi ano jaja twe akosi eye memenda ebe na wotwe mienu eto aso fatu tirim na oba frimpon wai musu de ntie ntie mo twakwan mo sesa nyome osi an ke de bra judge osi okay judge ba fo e busy ba mo sesa ngogu pick up the two na bayire ni ayi bodie afase ba yire pona ena ye asoba yire na yasesa na clerk kuta paper phone tantan bi na wa tro the number 0244 na wa te je eja memenda na wotwe be de disu na aya frame wa class asset no da no ho a na ye friend Mr. Nwakon say na musu mu da ho ha ai be se ko district court ko chiwa as a welcome there you go de bia wa ye busy Mr. Nwakon say patro munya butrema me ye be from asem no o se ye na ye twen asem bi a ye de entiase o ye entiase ye kokko no ma betwa ye entiase we o diase jaja jiska da we fa kokko gala fa jaja no to diska da we di kokko ska no ye entiase ye de twa me afre ye be fra wasem e wo district court ye wan ye be fra wo and ye be twen pa o se ne mun twen ye fra wo se fra say o se Jonathan Kobia na nyawo na woni Mr. Frimpon lot of forecast na okay so say na sendro no mo baaye o say ye di wasem da na am from say nka momra o say ye kokwa ye di Mr. Fordwe wi ni ma judge ni say omonkoti kokko no eye de eye bottom 9 e na omonsantwa asase no eye po miensa mo ya da ntimunya na monko boko twa piase e na mo da ho gina ye di wasem judge hu scam ye betiti kokko bo gina say ye di ase to a district court district court omutu de bento nyina aba bento abeko na mo de bento aba bento ni achichiri keshire da bento asiso ni de yi aba pito nyina abeko na bisu adan a judge nke be tra judge na district court judge oyeduma district we ko the fee Saturday e ho chen eyi African market abontene na obi so bode gina ho adan ya se judge ada there you go judge ba fo ada Intuba ko jedba for bangalo no obi tinchen ho esoro baby one na yere ne mba okuta bode betem na 20,000 daso na omote wo no omotwe ehiafo adan ya se ekohu jeje beboaye ye kokko ni de galamse fo judge wo faase na akwa abrochire ebebete galamse no ne wo faase na akwa abrochire na oye galamse unwini muko hu judge obemo maka monsam nyina oso nti judge eni nti ne yaba asem ne yasem ya bote ye kokko yi eya ekanko adu abrantie ba yesi efre no eye forcing eno de excavator be susu no odwi enitin ye de asem de ba yesi ya ba hwa na ye pass en de nke beba na ya behu ye kude de we bese ye kuta insem 20 ena eyi wenyoma kakra ba ke kan wano jaja ese onte ye de bia wa busy Oh, okay. Nana also we didn't the same. Also, Madam Agnes Equiapim from Poma. I said, okay. I'm on money force in case. Also, okay, now. Good. Okay, so okay. Mene Clark Bekasa, and I can't mean to be and Chebi Biasia, but most assassin at that trapias on. In the case in Bada Bang, also the Modia Monko, I will see what I can do. Omupia want us, oh Yame, Papa Nim Tio. Wajibu Sika, Bobo dia or the Koya at all. Mukwa a force and come here. The people came here. Forcing, you need to move quickly because they are getting closer. Forcing, move quickly. Are they better forcing that excavators so ta. Unyanza judge ni papa. On the force, I just can't do. You go that to Side district court or danger that hormone. To be court. Na yet it's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Judge him back. Judge court right. No be sorry. Now Judge transfer 10. The case between Ekobedu Taylor and the family of Ahenkra. Judge it was yes. Mr. Ahenkra. Now Obaba na or there some the ban well. Oh, if you're merely your body do intimina mijinum. Judge is a postponed case. 2nd of November 2023. Also, opposite say, ya check was say November, Obano Toda. Also, Meli, they say about Yobu, or saying what turn on now, and as a Meliba, Melin Woda, and Yabaka Friada Kadim. Also, Judge, where the Friada Kadim. Eh, over challenge Judge, also, David, Ubakom, Frimnamunko, Omu, go for. Yeah, the camera by district court. Mapong, ya pong. 8 o'clock, Pepe. It is popping. Good night. I'll see you on Monday. Cheers.
Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. Kimpalude. This is for the market. This is for the market. But I am gonna spend the money. This is for the market. This is for the market. Obama, come wait for me. This is for the market. Obama, come wait for me. This is for the market. But I am gonna spend the money. This is for the market. For the market. For the market. I did not pick it. Hey, I did not pick it. Shaking my meal, I get it. Baby, I so swan, I pick it. Kimpalude.